in the Empire area, coming back to, with another lesson with the spirit power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And what we're going to go into today is not loving this world, man. Love not this world. What the Lord has been doing this whole time is exposing those who's lovers of the world and those who's lovers of the truth. Okay, and we see over the recent weeks, a lot of these individuals, the Lord been putting spirits on certain individuals to be exposed, man. Because a lot of these individuals, they come out here, they act like they profess themselves to be a part of this word, this knowledge, but really they're in the world, man. And that's not the attitude that we're supposed to have in this thing, man. Okay, we're supposed to, when you wake up to this truth, you wake up to the fact that you're an Israelite, you're supposed to do a 180, man. And that's a constant thing, man. That's an everyday thing. A lot of individuals they project themselves as if they're holier than thou, and really behind the scenes they're pieces of shit. And we're not supposed to be like that, man. And you're putting a bad name on the truth, man. You're shaming you're putting Yahweh Shai to shame. So we're gonna go right into the scriptures, and I pray this be edifying to you sincere brothers and you few sisters out there, man. Start with that Luke.
This is St. Luke chapter 14, beginning at verse 16. It says, Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper.
Now this is our Lord Yahweh Shai going into a parable.
Hey, can you check the sound, please?
Speaking about doing this work, man. Because that's what we've been called in this thing to do. To preach this word. You send men of his heart to feed you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right? So this truth is likened unto spiritual food. Go ahead.
And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it.
Right. Now this is the mentality of those that they know this knowledge, they know this truth, but for whatever reason, whatever the desires they have in this world, it's a hindrance for them to do the will of the Lord, man, because they have that love of the world in them. And we can see that, man. We can see how these individuals throughout the time that they're in this thing, how they switch up the doctrine. They start coming in a different name. Okay, they everything that they were taught, they lose it, man. And that's the Lord exposing them, because really they're of the world. Go ahead.
I pray thee, have me excused.
Right, have me excused. These because their mind is in this place. They trying to build businesses. They trying to be rich. Trying to have prosperity in this setup. The king, they can't wait for the kingdom, man. They want the kingdom now. They want to have status. They want to have fame and fortune, so-called fortune, and all this shit is falling apart. This is a foolish time to try to go back into the world, man. The world is sucks now, man. Yeah. Everything is on a low vibration, man. People aren't in tune with people still watch the bread and circus, but it's not the same as it used to be, man. Okay, it doesn't have that same attraction. And that's the Lord doing it, man. The Lord is bringing all these things down, man, because it's time for this place to go down, man. Okay, go ahead.
And another said, I have married a wife,
go ahead.
And therefore I cannot come.
Right. Getting caught up into the woman thing, certain guys is going through that. Women pulling them out of this thing, man. Pulling them out from going out there doing the Lord's business, man. Okay? And that's a dangerous place to be.
Man.
Anything that's in this world that's heavily on your mind, that's constantly trying to tug you away from this thing. That's why we got the Lord gave us tools such as prayer. Sometimes you gotta fast. you know, to combat these things, man. Because the spirit of the world is very powerful, man. There's a lot of things in this world that's set up to entice you, man. You know, to entice you to go off, okay? Get you to
commit sin.
Yeah, to get you to sin and
go against the Most High. Yeah.
Yep. Lead the path, man. Go ahead.
So that servant came and showed his Lord these things.
Yep.
Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, "Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind."
And that's why we out here. We out here on the highways and hedges, man. Okay. And this is only for the small elect, but we gotta warn the 2/3 as well. You know, we gotta let them know that their judgment is coming, as well as Esau and these other nations. Okay, that's our responsibility, man. We're not supposed to be out here trying to be Mr. Popular, you know, rubbing shoulders with the people of this world, going on these different platforms and smiling with these guys, knowing that they're clearly against what we're about.
Yeah,
you know, they don't believe in what we believe in, you know. But hey, these things are written for a reason, you know. Go ahead.
And the servant said, "Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room."
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto the servant, "Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in."
Right, compel. You know, man, that's why we don't come out here in that lovey-dovey spirit, man. We telling you, man, if you don't get right, the Lord's gonna destroy your ass, man.
Right. And the highways and hedges, what we're doing out here, we're outside.
Yep.
And on the streets.
Yep. That's right. You know, right by the 10 freeway, man.
Yeah.
You know, where there's a lot of traffic and people can see us. We're not hiding. We're not in some building somewhere. We out here in the public, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled."
Yep. With the elect, because the elect is only going to hear this word and convert and be healed. You know, we already know the vast majority of our people is not going to receive this thing. That's why we don't bother going on these different platforms. The Lord don't care about numbers, because that's what all that shit is about. These guys looking for all these numbers so they can get that money. You know, and that's what their heart is, because they love the things of this world. They want to live that they want to please the flesh. You know, the kingdom of heaven and our salvation, that's the furthest thing on their mind, man. Okay? Yep.
This is Matthew 15, verse 8. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me.
Right, and the Lord ain't dealing with that lip service, man, because that's what our people are all about. They talk a good one, but when it comes to doing the do, you know, Jacob's heart is far from the Lord, man. Okay, their actions speak otherwise. Go ahead.
But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Right, and then you're doing it in vain, because all that, it's not going to profit you. You know, just because you take these few crumbs, this damn devil throw in your face, in the end, it's not going to profit you, man. It's not going to save you from that destruction. Okay, it's not going to lead to salvation, man. Okay, because it's only so far you can go and extend in this society, man. It's only so much you can do in this world, man. And this world is not fulfilling.
Hell no.
You know,
the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes.
Yep.
It consumes you after a period of time, man.
Yeah.
Only way you can be able to survive that if you part of the wicked. You're Esau.
Yep.
They can continue doing that crazy shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Jake, it eats us alive, man.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You look at all these different celebrities over time, you can see their countenance, man. A lot of them are withering away.
Yeah.
You know, they look very bad, man. Very bad shape.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like that bitch Celine Dion.
Right.
Yeah.
Came out recently, said that all that she was basically the whole time eating babies,
Right.
and blood. But now she's all fucked up apparently. She's got all type of health problems.
Right.
Menace to Society.
Oh yeah.
That nigga, he burnt out, man.
Yep.
Which one?
The one that, you know, you be running like this and shit. What's
up now, partner?
Training partner?
He on
Yeah.
life support,
Basically
right?
on his
Yeah,
death.
he about to be out of here.
Yeah. You know.
See?
So that the world ain't proper for Jake at the end. All that shit, all that, you know, the lifestyle that come with it, you know, they start to wither away.
Yeah.
You know, because Jake got all that access, you know, with that money. They able to fully dive head first into their vices, man.
Yeah.
You know, the drugs. You know, they overdo the alcohol. You know, and it leads to the health problem. You know, and a lot of them, a lot of these celebrities, they be dying at an early age. They be dying in 40s, 50s.
They live fast,
You
man.
know,
They're fast life.
Gain the whole world and lose your soul,
That's
man.
the spirit, bro. I was just thinking that, and the evidence is that their physical is deteriorating, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're soulless, so the Lord is manifesting it from the outside, from the inside out.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, we here.
How's it gonna end?
Thermonuclear destruction. World War III. Nuclear warfare.
By the
Russians, China, and false Jews. They can't say it in here. Ain't nothing. They can't say it in here, man. They're gonna get burnt up or get shipped over there. They're gonna get shipped to Iran.
At the right age, too.
Yeah, man. Don't let these people offend you, man. These people,
It's a joke.
yeah, fucking joke. Lost in the sauce. They're walking there, like whatever.
That's a constant reminder to be thankful, man.
Yeah.
You see that, you like, yeah, water y'all about you now, Sean, waking me up, you know, allowing me to see.
Yeah.
Right, bro.
Exactly. Give you the eyesight to see and the ears to hear, and leading you to the right teachers, man.
Yeah.
To fuck.
Yeah, bro.
This is a journey. You know?
Yeah. Right.
Basically, downgrade your neurological system.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. You eat other people.
Yep, eating babies. Brother said Celine Dion. And so you can look it up. The reason why she's on her deathbed, because that's how they get down in the celebrity world.
Right.
Like I remember Shia LaBeouf making fun of what's his name? Steven Spielberg. Talking about he eat babies, whole babies. Now look at his condition. He's bugged out of his mind. That's how they get down. But they make it into a delicacy and all that shit. And serve you in a pie or some crazy shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's how they get down.
Yep.
But there's effects to it. No, people don't understand this animalistic lifestyle that you're living. That's what you're living in Babylon. If you're on that level, you're a brute beast. It catches up to you.
Yep.
The laws of the universe will stand strong regardless, man.
Right.
Every kingdom that came, that's written in the scriptures, had a time frame, and America has this time frame as well.
Yep.
You know?
That's right, bro. There's many examples showing you with the being a part of that world. Lord got all those examples right there showing you that how that shit is going to lead to your demise, man. You know, right in your face, man. You know, it's a long list. A lot of these celebrities from the decades, man. You can see a lot of them dying from overdosing. You know, motherfuckers committing suicide, man.
Or they age horribly.
Right, they age horribly.
Catch some type of ailments.
Yep. You know?
Especially Edomite women, they age horribly, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. You know?
Yeah, like there's some video of what's the name? Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, bad she was back in the days.
Yeah.
My God, she looks horrible now.
Yeah,
That was a God damn.
Yeah.
You know?
The superstars look horrible, but just people in your own neighborhood that you knew.
Yeah.
So people that you grew up with,
Right.
they burnt out.
Burnt
man.
out.
You look at them, you're like, damn, we ain't the same age, man.
Right.
Ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, bro.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? That's the world, though. You know, that's why the Lord told us, man. You know, when you come out of this, you gotta separate yourself from that shit, man. You know, you ain't supposed to be sitting there communion with people
Of the dead.
That's wicked as hell. They don't believe in what you believe in, and you know these niggas is off. You already know these niggas is wicked, but you still you just compromising it for a paycheck, man. you know, or to get some kind of fame or some praise, man. You know?
So yeah, fuck your family, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, fuck your family, man. This the only thing that matter.
Yeah.
Everything else is gonna fucking burn up, man. You so worried about fucking being cool with your family and your folks. That shit'll get you pulled away, man.
Yep.
Yep. That's
And
right.
the Lord will cause situations within your family. Because I have a younger brother. That was my nigga, man. We don't talk. We ain't talking years.
Yeah.
Cause some weird shit. You like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the scripture remind you, look, motherfucker, yeah, this is gonna happen.
Yep.
So people, you gotta mature in this thing, man. Not everybody is gonna have wife and children. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy for them brothers, man. They're not living like goddamn Dr. Huxtable, man. You know? Shit is working for them. For some brothers, you don't need that, man.
Yeah.
You don't need that woman, that family. That could pull you out the truth.
Yeah.
So when you figure out how in depth this is, we don't own anything here, including our children, man.
Yeah.
All right? They belong to the system. Now the Lord commanded us, if you're a father, a husband, wife, so on and so forth, you have children, this is how you gotta through the scriptures. You gotta handle it, you gotta take care. You don't forsake your seed, man. The scriptures never said that. The apostle never said that, man.
Right.
They so in depth with the faith, they be talking, let you know from the jump, like, yo, this coming. A lot of us gonna be put in that predicament where your family come up against you.
Yeah.
And the Lord says that in the scriptures, man. He went down a list of your father, your mother, even your own life. It's mentioned your wife. That's the cost of discipleship.
Yeah.
You punk ass people ain't reading.
Yeah.
That's when you get offended and all that shit.
Yeah.
Brothers in their children's lives. Brothers got baby mamas, ex-wives ain't work out. We're in our children's lives.
Right.
They know about Yahweh Shemiah Shai.
That's right.
They believe.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters. The Lord is in control of everything else.
That's right, bro.
What you got, bro?
Back to what you just said.
Yeah.
St. Matthew chapter 10, beginning at verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Right. So you have variance.
Yep.
Look at that word variance. You gonna have disagreements.
Yep.
Me and my younger brother, when it's a strange ass disagreement, that was my nigga, man.
Yeah.
Every time I went to New York, he was there.
Yeah.
Any drama went down, we had, you know what I'm saying? He was there. You know, I'm like, all of a sudden, like, what the fuck happened? We don't even talk.
Right.
And the spirit reminded me, like, look, it's right there.
Right.
You see?
Yep.
So that's part of the walk. So the Lord is separating you because you belong to Him.
Yep.
You don't belong to these people no more. You don't belong to the world. And that's a beautiful journey.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Somebody got the definition for variance? Mark, you sure? I think it's disagreements. Or just type in dictionary.com, variance, or blue letter.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
So, definition for variance, it says the state or fact of disagreeing or quarreling.
Yeah, quarrels. Me and my younger brother, we got into quarrels.
Yeah.
In each other's face, like almost about to fight and shit. You're like, where the fuck is this coming from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aunts and all that shit. Like, what the hell?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Talking to you like you're a criminal.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah.
That's the variance is gonna happen. And your woman too.
Yeah. That's right.
So why when the elders say, they saying through the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because these predicaments is gonna come down the line later on.
Yep.
Not for all of us, some of us want to deal with that.
Yep.
Your children might flip on you, man. Are we going home right now? I'm not telling my seeds, man. Fuck you, man. If you cool with your woman, don't go like, yo, fuck you, bitch. No, they ain't say that, man. Your ass gonna turn on me.
Right.
You know? Just be aware of these things, motherfucker.
Right. Yep.
The fuck you mean?
That's right.
Get on child support. Dude, that's what happens in the United States. Right? If someone's majority of the time, 98% of the time, 95% of the time, I'll say 95%. That's what women do. They go to child support, nigga.
Yep.
Now we subject on the payments. Is your life over there? Hell no. You see? So what you gonna do? Stay in that predicament and keep getting talked to like you ain't shit. Bitch getting up in your face. So what you gonna do, man? Straight gate. Brother's been on child support. NT at the straight gate.
Yeah.
So some of us, you might have to do that.
Yeah.
If you could talk her out of it, or set up a situation where, like, yo, man, we ain't not getting along. I'm gonna make sure. If you got 2 kids, I'm saying like $2 grand a month. You know, whatever. If you could set it up like that, do it. If you could prevent it to go to the courts, prevent that shit to go to the courts, bro. If you in that situation. The fuck? Go ahead.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
Do you think the majority of us up here, who, you know, somewhat cool with our dad, if they're alive, totally agree with what we do? No, absolutely not. They're from a whole other era.
Right.
So trying to wake up your dad is like, hey dad, how you doing? You know, honor it, and that's it. It doesn't matter what they think. Respectably, you speak to them like, nah, I don't believe that. You're a grown ass man now.
That's right.
You can start your own family, all that. You got to see.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I get the variance? It's in entomology. Though.
Yeah, he brought it up.
It said a factor of undergoing change.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of the change.
Yep.
That's part of the change. Yep.
They also mentioned disagreement. When the scriptures say, "Can 2 walk together unless they be agreed?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, you know, there's brothers that came, some brothers that came into the truth were still living with their family.
Right.
It came to a point where brothers had to separate. They had to move out. Brothers had to separate themselves because down the line, offenses is going to come. You know, because like I said earlier, man, people that don't believe in what you believe in, eventually you can't be around them too long, man.
Yeah.
Because that's when that quarreling is going to start, man. That's when the arguments and back and forth shit. Like, think about it. If you living with somebody that's an unbeliever, you know, and you trying to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, and they on some other shit. Eventually, that's going to lead into some constant friction, man. You know, you ain't gonna have no peace in the home. So that's what the Lord's saying. That's that division. You know, that's what this truth does, man. When you speak, especially when you speak the truth, man, people start to separate themselves from you. That's what it says, man.
You be alienated, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
It's gonna suck. You have your thoughts and your doubts.
Yeah.
But the Lord is, you belong to Him. Do you know how powerful that is?
Yeah, bro.
He said, every male that opened up the matrix, which is male, belong to me. Male or cattle, bro.
Yep.
Do you know what?
Yep.
So
He said, I chose you. You have not
chosen me. Exactly.
Yep.
So this fake ass family shit is not here. We're gonna get that, like beloved Apostle Boy was saying, in the kingdom.
That's right, bro.
You got brothers in certain situations to where it's working.
Right.
What the fuck? You have no full control over that, man. Like, how are we gonna have a full control over it in the kingdom?
Yeah, bro.
We know bills, no outside interference. You have to take your children to no whack ass these fucking public schools.
Yeah, bro.
Get they fucking awards and all that stupid shit. You're not gonna do that, man. You gotta worry about no teachers fucking picking on your children or children fucking with your seeds.
Yep. Right.
So do you really have a full control of your family here? No, you don't. Because in the ancient world, we had full control over our family, our structure and everything, our heritage, our culture. You kidding me? Especially when the tribes got their lands given to them. There was no outside interference from no heathen nations they want to go to war, goddammit.
Right.
And you know how the scriptures say what happened. So people don't understand what we're talking about. But only the elect will.
Yep. Right, bro.
You see? So when the elders speak, man, you gotta search the scriptures. Oh, that's why.
Yep.
They was in the spirit.
Yeah.
And they know from experience.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. That's right, bro.
It says, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law,
Yep.
and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
There it is. That's that family life.
Yep.
Right there, man.
Yep. That's right, bro. Because, you know, because after a while, you know, because your family, your former acquaintances in the world, they're going to notice a difference about you now. You know, they're going to notice that you're not participating in certain things that you used to.
Yeah.
You know, you're not hanging out as much. You know, you're more reserved. You know, because you know that's what the truth does. You know, you come into this truth, you separate yourself from the world. You know, you might have been a brother that was out there, man, just out and about. But when you come into this thing, like the brother said earlier, you start to mature, man. The Lord starts maturing you on a whole other level.
Right.
You know, start to see things that you didn't notice when you was in the world. You know, you're more
Totally aware, yeah.
You're more aware, more circumspect.
Right.
You know?
Right, because what the word government means, control of the mind.
Yep.
So the government is the one in control here.
Yep.
Tampering the minds of your children, your wives, and women are very, you know, fickle. So you got to constantly, no, man, we can't do that. So it's going to cause friction in your house because you're in a system that totally goes against what the scriptures say.
Right.
And they brought up a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So they, you know, they love you. They're going to, you know, cut out a few things.
Right.
But they don't, the women ain't truly believe, except the elect women.
Right.
You know? And certain brothers in predicament where that certain wives will have to see that shit and be like, oh my God, I am so sorry. You know? So, you know, like a bad boy's the first one. Oh, his wife, she thought that he was asleep. Then he was in the elevator, and boys came with the guns. She's like, oh my God. Yeah. So some of you wives gonna get it like that. Like, oh my God, it fucking. Yup. That's what it is. But if you're in a position that's hindering you and you constantly disrespect you can't do the work, you might have to eat that fucking bullet.
Yeah.
But if you can prevent it from going to child, if you got kids with her, if you can prevent it, go to child support, do that. If you can't prevent it, you gotta serve the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, if you ride on that fence, you pluck it out.
Yeah.
You know? It's better to enter into the kingdom maimed than, you know,
Yeah, it's serious.
cast into, you know,
Right.
being whole, man. Being destroyed, being whole. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, man.
One of the worst feelings is a man, an Israelite male here, you work your ass off, and you go home to a fucking ungrateful woman that's constantly bickering at you, and you doing what you gotta do. You're going for 10, 12 hours a fucking day, and she bickering at you, and all the bills is paid up. Like, come on, man. That's not how you want to live, brother.
Right.
And of course, the ultimate is adultery.
Right.
You know, that's the ultimate. You like, hey, I'm gone. But the scriptures speak otherwise, man. We don't owe these women nothing here, man.
Right. Yeah.
They have all the fucking amenities to do whatever the fuck they want to do, except the elect women out there.
Yep.
The fuck?
Yep.
Straight up, man. We got our shit in order, brothers.
Yep.
We back in order under Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So it's imperative to work on yourself first. The Lord send you a helpmate, whatever. That's what you're dealing with.
Right.
But you still got to be careful, man.
Right. Right.
You still got to be careful. Look what happened to that little nigga.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Switching up the doctrine, and this chick following you, and spirit might hear that she start believing.
Yeah.
And you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? That like, again, going back to that, that's the Lord exposing these characters, man. What their true intentions is about, man. If the guys' true intentions is about this word, they wouldn't even be in that predicament in the first goddamn place, man. You know? But that clearly wisdom is not dealing with characters, man. You know? And that's also an example for us. You know, that's a constant reminder for us to continue to stay upon this path, you know, the straight gate, man. Because this is where it's at. This is going to lead to life. This is going to lead to salvation, man. Not chasing that imaginary bullshit expectation that this world places on people, man. You know, and that's what this place is set up to do. It's set up to break you, it's break your spirit, man. To where they want you to conform to the ways of this world, man. The scriptures say, why trimmest thy ways to seek love? You know, start trying to talk like these niggas, trying to fit in with these niggas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that dude Alizé is suffering from an identity crisis, man.
Yeah, bro.
Can't sit here and cuss out the camera anymore. You just threw. Watch your back, brother. You just threw.
Yeah.
A dishonorable, deceivable seed, man.
Yeah.
You just cursed, bro.
Yeah.
Curse ass niggas, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like I say, Luke chapter 15, picking back up at verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Yep.
That's once again us being out here on the highways and byways, preaching, calling unto the people on this side, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But only a small remnant is going to take heed. The rest is going to be marked for destruction, man. Okay? And Esau, these other nations, we're going to tell them their judgment, their future, man. Okay? Go ahead.
For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went a great multitude, Salaki, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters,
And what?
yea, and his own life also.
Yeah, you Christians need to put down that book. Why y'all don't read that in church? And then the Greek word there, I forgot what, at least detest. But you're gonna have disagreements, man.
Right. Yep.
In this truth.
That's right, bro.
You're gonna have disagreements with people in your family,
Right.
your parents, your cousins, you know? So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to separate, man. It's right there. That's the cost of discipleship.
Yeah.
So you guys want to sit here and cater to these people? I ain't even watched none of that. I ain't watched that dude really. I ain't watched none of that shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't give a fuck. We already did our part.
Right. Right.
You know, now it's circling throughout the earth now.
Yeah.
Brother's been getting on that guy, man. It ain't bother me. It ain't move me. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I know where I stand with the Lord, and Lord willing, rest of you brothers do.
Yeah.
The gates of hell ain't gonna prevail, man. We know what's up.
Yeah.
Brothers got wives and children. You know what I'm saying? In this thing, man.
Yeah. Right.
Regardless of the situation, brothers are handling their business and they outside. They doing their shows.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So of course, brothers know, hey man, shit hit the fan. Lord willing, I make it. Lord willing, she make it. Lord willing, we all make it.
Right.
And Lord willing, none of them flip, switch up. But there's a possibility they will.
Yeah. That's right, bro.
You better hope you don't flip or switch up.
Right.
Cause it's that serious to where it's a sense of uncertainty. No food, no water. Oh, yo, bro, it's about to be some shit out here.
That's right.
Motherfuckers, switch up, bro.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's why the Lord's gonna use that as he's gonna prove people out here, man. He's gonna all those things that's coming down the pipe, or famine, all these different tribulations that's coming down the pipe. That's gonna try to see where these people's heart really is, man. You know, especially those that are, you know, family members. You know, people that call themselves as close to certain brothers. You know, when these hard times come, I'm talking about real hard. Because people going through hard times now. When they get to that next level, that's when it's gonna really start. You're gonna really start to see what people's hearts really is, man. You know.
It says, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Right. So you can't love all these things above Yahweh Shah, man. You know, because like Apostle Paul was going to the brother had a video playing. He made that statement, man, like you in that situation, in that guillotine, family there. You know, love to your family don't outweigh the love that you're supposed to have towards Yahweh Shah. You know, because that's what's going to happen, man.
Yeah, are you going to worship the creature more than the creator?
Right.
Do you truly believe in the resurrection, the reincarnation, the regeneration?
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to put some of his men through that, man. You know? And that's a test right there, you know? And then that's how the Lord has always dealt with Israel, man. He always put Israel through some kind of test or trial to see how truly dedicated, devoted, you know, his people are, man. You know, and it's no different this time. You know, this is the final setup. This is our final captivity, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we hoping like hell. You know, the Lord keep that Holy Spirit upon us, especially when these times arise, man. Okay.
Like the brother said, the Lord did that in the wilderness. It's a trial of obedience, man.
Yep. Yep, and you see a lot of our people, it's called a provocation for a reason. You know, the Lord even said it. This is a people that provoketh me continually to my face.
Always talking shit.
You know?
Always murmuring and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Because of their unbelief.
Yeah, man.
When Apostle Paul said that he broke it down in Hebrews, they were not able to enter into the rest of the promised land because of their unbelief.
Yep.
Exactly.
All that murmuring and shit talking.
Right.
In the end,
Yeah.
and the end has already been declared.
Yep.
But somebody has to play the 2/3. Somebody has to play the elect.
Yep. Right.
So we girl. Yeah, just another day of all my children.
Yeah.
All right, another soap opera with Jake and Israel. That's how I look at this. Like, whatever, man.
Yeah, bro.
Is anybody following you guys? You're out your damn mind.
Right. Right.
Who Mosai gave that man over to a vile spirit
Yep. Yep.
for your 6'5" ass, right? And you light skinned, that means you hairy as fuck. Certain places, just jokes, man.
Yeah.
To get bent over by a 5'2", 5'3" woman, you know, with a strap on. Like, think about that shit, nigga. You ain't got nothing to say, dog. And with no Vaseline, nigga.
Yeah.
So how did you feel after that? Like, dude, your manhood is gone. This world is crazy. It's proud month, nigga.
Right.
You need to come out the closet.
Right.
Alizé, you need to be Alizé for real.
Yeah.
Fruity Alizé Gorilla She Brew, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't start with your like, your kind.
Yeah,
Start
bro.
with them. They got praise all over.
Yeah, you might as well come out the closet, dog. We don't care. Yeah, bro, we don't care.
But you fought the kid, but you made it disappear.
It disappeared, right?
All right.
Come on, dog.
What did it matter? You know, no straight male, no straight regular male is even thinking about buying some shit like that.
Right, man.
Let alone actually buy it, and we're not even thinking about that shit.
Right.
Right.
And that's part of the war of masculinity.
Yeah.
Cause that was something that was going on before he got pegged.
Yeah.
The pegging kid.
Yeah, bro.
Women usurping their dominance over you.
Yep.
By taking your manhood, nigga.
Yep. Yep.
Had you fucking biting the pillow and shit. Get the fuck on, bro. Fuck y'all niggas, man.
Basically, in a nutshell.
Hate to be so graphic, but that's what the fuck, nigga.
Basically, in a nutshell, basically what he displayed was a female trait called no accountability.
Yeah.
That's what it was. First 5 or 10 seconds I saw that video, that's what I saw, man.
Right.
Okay?
Right. That goes back to that spirit of, that's heavy in the world right there. That goes back to that spirit of the world. You know? Because Jacob get around these certain individuals and all those things start to rub off on him, man. And Jake start going the fuck off, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
So if you're not in order, you're right with the Lord could, bro, that's that situation in the book of Judges, right? With Mosai rose up Barak with Deborah.
Yep.
And he was going against a Canaanite king named Sisera.
Yep.
And he got tricked by this lady, and she told him, like, come in here to rest. And as he was resting, she stuck a nail in his fucking head.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga, you been crucified, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm saying, Lord can take you out with women, man.
Yep.
This ain't no joke.
Yep.
That's a dangerous creature, bro.
Hell yeah. Yep.
All right, keep pictures of you. You might get into it with her, and she probably fucking hit you with a jab. You like, bitch, you slap the bitch, she get bruised up. And you're like, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. And she take pictures the next day, have it to incriminate your ass, nigga.
Yep.
That's how they get you
And record you.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Make you look stupid.
Yeah. That's what old girl did to Martin on that movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Love and Hate.
She was beating herself up, and she said he put her hands on her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're dealing with out here.
Yep.
These women are nuts, bro.
Yep.
What was that? Vanilla Sky? Or Cameron Diaz?
Yep.
I don't repeat what she said, but they committed suicide. That bitch committed suicide.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's art imitates life. You got women out there like that.
Yeah.
You just playing with these women emotions and playing games.
Yeah.
You know, it's shit.
That's right, bro.
Verse 27. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Right, those trials, man. Whatever situations brothers dealing with, we gotta handle it, man. We gotta suck it up. We gotta be like soldiers, you know, because the situations are gonna happen in this thing, man. Okay, you're gonna be put in certain situations that's gonna be very uncomfortable, but we gotta remember why we're here, though. You know, what's the end goal? It's to obtain that salvation, man. So anything that we have to, the Lord put in our way, we got to bear. You know, and it's better than the being a part of this fucking world at the end of the day anyway. Because a lot of these people in the world, they're a bunch of con artists, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking in that cutthroat spirit.
Yep, very manipulative,
You know,
lying, deceitful.
you
You're like, what the fuck?
At least in the truth, when you catch, you know why you be catching hell. You know, knowing is half the battle. You know.
Yeah, they used to promote songs like that.
Yeah.
My niggas cutthroats,
Yeah.
being snakes, and you know, like what the
Yeah.
fuck? That was something that was heavily promoted
Yeah.
in the raps, the
Yeah.
urban raps and shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
A lot of them used to say, you know, before they got big or whatever, they used to have a big ass following. They had a bunch of dudes they used to hang out with, and as they started to ascend, they circle got smaller and smaller. You know, because Jake, a lot of our people they stay stuck on that stupid mentality.
Yeah,
man.
the hood mentality, that
You
nigger
know,
shit.
They never mature past a certain age. You know, they stay stuck in. That's why certain people they stay stuck in certain time frames, man. They never grow past that age, man. You know. So that see, in this truth, you know, we're constantly growing, man. Brothers constantly growing, and you never stop growing. You never stop learning, man. This is an ever learning thing, man. You know, every day we learn from the previous situations brothers go through, man. You know, and that's how you gain understanding. That's how you gain wisdom, man. You know, and you're supposed to grow along with that.
Right.
You know, and as you grow, you're going to start your hatred for this world is going to grow as well.
Yeah.
You know.
And your understanding will increase as well.
Yeah.
It's both sides of it, man. You get it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Verse 29. This is like verse 28. For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
Right. Because in order to build something, you gotta have the proper tools. You gotta have the proper things in order for you to accomplish that task. So it's the same thing with this knowledge, this truth. You know, there's things that we're gonna have to consider. You know, like the brothers going into the whole family situation. You know, that's a thing that's a deal breaker for a lot of men in this world.
Right.
You know.
Right. And they don't understand, I'm sorry, real quick about the adhesion contracts with the birth certificate.
Right.
Everybody belongs to these international banking families, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So no, we don't really own anything here in the flesh at all.
Right. Right.
It's all in the spirit right now, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get everything, you know, in the flesh and righteousness
Right.
in the kingdom, man.
Right.
So right now we are in the war.
Right.
You know, and anybody can fall into these categories the Lord got set up, man.
Mm-hmm.
The whole family situation, you know, baby mama drama,
Yep.
child support shit. That's
Yep.
part of it, man.
Yep. That's right.
So why are you being a man, Lord, in a position to where, chill, come on, man. You go home every fucking day, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's not healthy for you.
Right.
But that's between you and the Most High and that woman.
Right.
You know? Because this is a serious journey, man.
Right. Right. You might be presented with an opportunity, you're able to live comfortably, but it's going to take away your time from the truth. You know, because it may come with a lot of responsibilities that you're not going to be able to juggle all that, man. You're going to have to choose. You know. And see, the Lord is beautiful because the Lord will put you in that test to where He may not give you a job that's career that's not as lucrative, but He'll give you one that's just right for your situation, man. That you're able to do the work of the Lord, and you're able to take care of what you need to take care of in the world, you know, to provide for yourself, man. You know, but it all goes back to faith. You got to have faith that Yahweh Shai can do those things for you, man. You know, and you got to put forth that effort, man, to show the Lord, man. Because like the brother read earlier, man, the Lord ain't about that lip service, man. The Lord want to see your actions, man. You want to see, you know, how you moving, man. Where your heart is at, man.
You gotta be willing to sacrifice.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, for which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it.
Now, a wise person would do that, man. A wise person ain't just gonna just pick shit up and start building. No, they're gonna consider everything. They gotta lay everything out and see, make sure they got everything that they need, man. You know, because this is not no light thing that we're involved in, man.
Right.
This is a heavy thing, man.
Heavy duty.
You know, this comes with a lot of sacrifice, man. You know, it's gonna come to a point where life and death, man. You're gonna have to be so serious about this. You gotta be willing to put your life on the line, man. You know. So this ain't no light thing, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 29, less happily after he hath laid the foundation and is not able to finish it.
Right, and that's what happens when the individuals go back into the world. You know, they started to build, right? They started working, but for whatever reason, whatever offense, okay, they stopped building. You know, they didn't finish the project, man. You know, and that's why we pray. We hope and pray to Yahweh Shemiah Rashad. You know, the Lord keep that spirit upon us to continue to build, man. Until that building is finished, man. Like the brother said, you know, this is about working on you. You know, this is a constant thing. This is an everyday thing, man. You know, a lot of these individuals, these different camps, they push this mentality of, you know, trying to have prosperity here. You know, having all these wives, having all these big ass gatherings. You know, that's not the mindset to have right now, man. Especially with you got a lot of people out here, a lot of people on edge, man. So any people out here, they perceive that you living a so-called prosperous life, you gonna make yourself a target, man. You gonna put a big ass bullseye sign on your back, because people are getting desperate out here, man. You know. Yeah.
There's Hebrews 13, verse 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
Right, and it's plenty of examples of our people in this society where Jake had their own businesses, they had their own communities, they had their own hospitals, right? They had all these different things, and time again, those things were burnt to the ground, man. Okay. So it's not like Jake don't have the mindset to have businesses, to have their own community.
Did that already,
the
man.
The Lord didn't bring us here for that, man. This is not our rest. That's the point.
And we had those communities, man.
Yep.
And Jake destroyed. Esau destroyed it, man.
Yep.
Hundreds of years ago.
Yep.
Here's the NLT. Hebrews 13, verse 14. For this world is not our permanent home.
Yep, this is not our permanent home. Okay? And that's the mentality of Jake. The majority of our people in this society, man. They think this is the end all be all. You know, going chasing after that imaginary bag, man. And shit is getting higher and higher, man. You know, eventually it's like, what's the point of chasing after the bag when they keep just raising, everything just constantly going the fuck up. You know? You gonna constantly be in that goddamn hamster wheel, man. Well,
we are looking forward to a home yet to come.
Yep, that's right. That's the kingdom. You know, that's when we're going to be able to enjoy everything. Because even when you have certain things in this society, Jake, you can't even be at ease with having these things because you worried about somebody going to rob you. You know, because look at LeBron James. A few years back, somebody invaded, broke into his home.
Yep.
You know, his mansion and shit, man. You know? So even if you live in a so-called good life, you still don't have no ease here.
Nope.
Especially being an Israelite man. You know?
At all.
That's that scripture where it say, store riches to heaven.
Yep.
Where moth and rust doesn't corrupt. Yeah.
Yep.
Thieves do not break through and steal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still, yo.
Yep.
Yeah, man. This ain't it. This is one big education.
Yep. That's right,
That's it, man. The consequences of disobedience.
Yep.
The consequences of iniquity and sin.
Yep.
Because the laws was only given to the Israelites, man.
Right.
Yep.
So we dealing with everything like, damn.
Yeah.
So you're getting a first-hand knowledge,
Yeah, bro.
on-the-job training,
Yep. That's
of
right.
what real finances is, how marriages should work,
Yep.
how diet, everything, man, should be put in order. Because
Yeah.
if not, this is it. This is what we're dealing with.
That's right, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we go. Deuteronomy 28, verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt.
Yeah.
Before
Curses. The curses.
Yep.
And thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life.
That's right, bro. And that's the average Israelite out here, man. You know, like that Ice grabbed that line and said, when he said, "Oh, I'm gonna make it through another day," you know, and that song of today was a good day. You know, that's real shit, because that's how Jake is when they walk outside their door, man. You know, especially the so-called black man. Like, damn, man, I hope I don't get into no shit today, man.
Yeah.
You know, I hope these cops don't trip on me. Or, you know, hope shit just goes smooth, you know?
Yep.
That's cool right there. This is not our permanent home, man.
Right.
Everything.
Yep.
It's unstable, man.
Yep.
The only thing that's gonna keep it stable is this word, man.
Extremely
Okay,
unstable.
Okay, this is where we at. Okay, I gotta move just a certain way. You think by thinking that this is not our home, man?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, bro. You know, and every once in a while, these Jake celebrities, they get a reminder of that, man.
Yep.
You know, I remember a couple of years back, that dude Chris Rock, he had he got pulled over, and he filmed himself being pulled over by this cop, because he knew why the cop pulled him over. He had no reason to pull him over, but Chris Rock basically said, he seen a black man, so they stopped him because he was in the area that they don't really see Jake in. So him being a comedian, him being famous, having all this money, that didn't prevent them curses from following after his ass. They just saw a nigga in the car, man. You know. So that's just goes to show you that this world, it don't matter the expectations of this place, man. You still gonna get treated like the average so-called black man, so-called Latino man, so-called Native American man.
Right. It says, curse shall be in the city,
Yep.
and curse shall thou be in the field.
Yep.
Esau's programmed to hate your ass, man.
Yeah, bro.
They've been programmed to hate you, man.
Yeah. Because Jake think that financial thing is going to solve our problems. It's not.
This is a deep war that's been brewing since the womb, man.
Yeah. You know
Since the
what I'm
womb, between Jacob and Esau.
Right.
And now Esau is in power, has duped you nations to hate us.
Right.
And when you go into the whole Asian culture, how that whole Asian culture was set up because of Israelites.
Right.
Those ancient Chinese dynasties, those were Israelites. All right, the first shogun of Japan was the Israelites. Even going all the way down to the Philippines and all that, the culture of them worshiping and serving Buddha. Buddha never looked like no fat dude with a bald head. The ancient Buddhists had cornrows with braids, looking like Israelites, man. That's what gonna be on next show, God willing. So Esau has spread lies throughout the whole entire earth.
Right.
So now these nations, they growing up, their kids hating you. They don't know their history.
Right.
Especially a fucking chink. You don't know your history, bro. Martial arts ain't come from you guys. It came from Israelites, man.
Damn right, man.
All them different ancient Chinese dynasties, you look it up, it's Jake. But the elites of your society, I'll take one of the frescas, man. Get water. With water, not the lemonade. Use water. Water, not lemonade, yeah. The water. Yeah, man. So even the elites of the Chinese dynasty and all that shit, they've been hiding that from you. The elites of the Japanese dynasty, they're hiding that from you. Because their ancestors, they ain't look like you. They were heathens, but they had complexion. Until Esau took over, man. Just straight up. It's in a book called What It Never Told You in History, Part 1. It's in the book Sex and Race. If I got it on me, I'll show the ancient Buddhists. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because the ancient Moabites and the ancient Ammonites were they had melanin, man.
Yeah.
They had color, man. It's all through the whole artwork. You see how they really look like, man. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, they're all African. No, they're not, man. Right? During the time before Esau ruled, even through the
back to what's talking about how they sell out and stuff. This is going back to Romans 8:18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And that's why, that's what gives us the advantage of the fact that we know that there's a kingdom coming.
Right.
See, Jake in the world, they don't understand that. And that's why they're so quick to sell their souls, because they want a more comfortable life to try to stray away from the curses, man.
Right.
They don't know, as we was giving examples and stuff like Chris Rock. You being in that lifestyle, having all that money, does not make you sidestep, all right, the curses that you got to undergo as an Israelite, man. But here to suffer, man. Point blank, period. So that'll be coming back to the understanding of that. That's what we're trying to tell our people. That you have to suffer. You were put here to suffer, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, man. So it's not going to be, it's not at the end of the deal worth it to sell your soul to this society, to this world, to Satan, to the so-called white man for money. Try to avoid the curses and try to avoid some type of financial strain. All right, but because at the end of the deal, you're still gonna see corruption. You're still gonna see curses, man.
That's right.
The scriptures tell you, Deuteronomy 28 as well, verse 68, that no man shall buy thee, no man shall redeem thee out of these curses, man. Even if you go to Esau, man, nothing's gonna work besides you turning back to Yahweh Shai and understanding who you are, man. And in due time, the Lord is gonna return and take us up out of here, man. But you have to suffer.
Y'all
right now.
Y'all remember that movie? This is the perfect example of what this brother's saying. We had Ludacris, Terrence Howard.
Oh, yeah.
It was called
Crash.
Crash.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He was a prominent figure in the community.
Yep.
He was a doctor or something.
Think so.
And everything. The cops pulled him over.
Yeah.
And bitched his wife, man.
Yep.
Yo, man.
Yep.
That's just like in real life, that one, he was a captain in the army. His ass got pulled over and he got harassed. He
Yep,
thought
in
just because he
Virginia.
was in the army, that his ass wasn't.
And he was in uniform.
Yeah, he was in uniform.
And he was an officer.
It
Yep.
don't matter.
That's right, man. I got it real quick.
Yep.
So this is a good book you can get. Sex and Race Volume 1. You can get this book. So we further, bring out the edification for our people. Let them know. And you go to page 67. Go to page 67. And what it says right there, who were the first Chinese? Now, you can get that the land of Sinim. I think it's Cinnim in the scriptures. That we got scattered. Israelites got scattered. I think it's Isaiah 11 or Isaiah 60 or something.
49 and 12.
49 and 12, right? For the Asian community. It says the first inhabitants of China. So let's get the part where Israel got scattered throughout that land real quick. I think it's Sinim, Cinnim, or S-S.
S-I-N-I-M.
Barbecue Shaw. Can you bring that up?
Isaiah 40.
9, 12.
Yeah, you gotta probably start. Yeah, because it's gonna tell you that we got scattered. So you're gonna give it a prophecy of Israel being scattered first, man. You motherfuckers sitting here, gunning us down. You done fucked up. What you got?
I'm beginning at verse 8.
Go ahead.
This is Prophet Isaiah chapter 49, beginning at verse 8.
Right.
It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee and give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritage."
Yeah, that's what's coming next. The Israelites are going to establish the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth with the law, statutes, and commandments. So the whole world is about to find out. All your history, everything has been a lie. All right, go ahead.
"That thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth to them that are in darkness."
Yep, dealing with this truth. A lot of our people are still in darkness out here, man. So we're prisoners here. Okay? Go ahead.
"Show yourselves, they shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in all high places.
Right. That's what we're doing. Go ahead.
They shall not hunger nor thirst,
Dealing with this truth. That's why it's daily edification, information coming out. Go ahead.
neither shall the heat nor sun smite them, for he that hath mercy on them shall lead them. Even by the springs of water shall he guide them." Verse 11, "And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highway shall be exalted."
Right. Deal with the Heavenly Father. Open up this word for us to receive it. throughout the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north, and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim.
Right. Look up Sinim. Give me that. We got scattered from Asia, Cappadocia is in Acts, Pontia, all that. I think it's Acts somewhere. Yeah. So we got scattered. So look at that word Sinim.
The Hebrew word for Sinim comes from Strong's H5515. Hebrew word is Sayam Yum. Straight to the point, outline of biblical usage. People living in the extremity of the known world may be identified with the inhabitants of southern China.
Southern China. Remember that. Southern China. Remember that.
Yeah.
Southern China. So give me that real quick. That we got scattered Asia, Cappadocia, Pontia, Galatia. I believe it's in Acts. Yeah. Go ahead. So the Israelites, we got scattered
Yep.
all throughout the earth. Go ahead, brother.
Acts chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speaking his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled at the disciples
Yeah.
of the apostles. It says, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And now hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians, and Medes, and Elamites, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia, and in Judea, and in Cappadocia, in Pontus, and Asia.
In Asia, because we got scattered. The old world back then is what you call in Mesopotamia, and everything branched out from today. That's where mankind dwelt at. All right, and the Israelites, the chosen people, are the reason behind a lot of these empires flourishing, man. You got any more? You go ahead.
It says Phrygia and Pamphylia, in Egypt, and in parts of Libya, about Cyrene,
Yeah.
and strangers of Rome,
Strangers. We got.
Jews and proselytes,
Uh-huh.
Greeks and Arabians.
Mhm.
We do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of the Most High.
So we got Israelites that's scattered in the southern region of China. So go back to this book, page 67. The first inhabitants of China seem also to have been the Negritos. Unmixed Negroes with no connection to Africa still live in southern China. Okay? We ain't making this up. You can read this for yourself. Still live in southern China. So when we say we believe Bruce Lee's an Israelite, please believe us, man. You know? And same thing goes all the way down to Japan.
Yep, that's right.
Japan is mentioned in this paragraph. All right? So yeah, man, I'm gonna do a lesson more in depth, Lord will, to show you the ancient Buddhas with cornrows in their hair. Jacob is the form of all things.
Right.
So we say, all you nations are gonna bow down. Yes, you are.
Right.
There was this one character, I forgot his name, who came up with the whole martial arts system back then, with the tiger style and all that stuff. The brother in Canada did a video on him, man, dwelling in those regions,
Yep.
right? And Abraham was already a trained man. He ain't going to no dojo. We can take it all the way back to that. So it's something that's been embedded in the Israelites. Our forefather, Yaakov, had to grapple an angel, had to wrestle an angel, bro.
Yep.
Isn't that the fighting style now? Striking and grappling leads to wrestling. It ain't hard. These different kung fu fighting styles, that was all from Israelites, man. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit more. And please give me some scriptures on us, how we got scattered, brothers. Sure. Keep Jake, the hopeful elect, more insight, man. All right, so a lot of these heathen nations that's gunning us down, a lot of them is Esau babies, man. Because you meet when I got stationed there, you know, and you know, of course, come on, we hate it, but I got a lot of love in Japan from the music culture and all that shit. So that shit is real, man. Mainly in America. All right, so it goes on to say, H. Humbert, a French anthropologist who lived in the Far East, says in Les Negritos de la China, the Negroid races, people at some time all south of India Indochina and China. The south of Indochina actually has now pure Negritos as the Semangs, a mix as the Malays, the Malaysians, and the Sakais. Right? I'm gonna read a little bit more. It says the first epochs of Chinese history, the Negrito type people, all the south of this country, even the island of Hainan, as we have attempted to prove in our study on the Negritos, are black men of this island. All right? And it went all the way to Japan. Let's finish off with this. Skulls of these Negroes have been found in the island of Formosa, and traces of this Negroid element in the islands of Lai Kwai to the south of Japan. Go ahead, brother.
It's Ezekiel 34 and 11.
Ezekiel 34 and 11, man. So we got facts out here, man. We dealing with facts.
Word, Lord, power.
Oh, shit. Water. Water, brother. Thank you.
Ezekiel 34 and 11. For thus said the Lord God, behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out, as a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered.
Yeah.
So will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. And I will bring them out from the people and gather them from the countries and will bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers and in all the inhabited places of the country.
Yep.
As the elect. So we've been scattered to the four corners of the earth.
Yep.
We're everywhere.
Yep.
Okay? Especially during the time of when the tribes split up. Right? Majority of the northern kingdom came over here, and some of them stayed back with the south, and we got scattered through that whole region of what you call Asia today, India today. Mingle with them heathens. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 34 and 5, just jumping up a little bit. He says, and they were scattered because there is no shepherd. That's what we discontinued from our heritage and all that. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
Yeah, the other nations. Yep.
When they were scattered, my sheep wandered through all the mountains, and upon every high hill, yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them.
All the face of the earth. Thank you, brother.
Right.
Can you bring that camera back? I won't be in the camera like that, brother. Yep, all the face of the earth, man. So there it is. So you actually, you nations got a lot to pay for it, man.
Yep.
All right?
Right.
So you ain't got to believe us, and everybody's being programmed, to believe what they want under this white supremacy.
Yep.
And you're going to find out, Esau, look up the Opium Wars. The Opium Wars, they were fucked up China at one point. All right? This nation is the only nation that dropped atomic bombs that melted your people in Japan. Because you guys go back to Moab and Ammon in the scriptures, you're Lot's children.
Right.
Esau did that, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Dropped a nice sunny day, motherfuckers outside, ching chong, and boom. Then it sent another one.
Yeah.
We ain't do that.
That's right.
So, hey, man. Oh, man, we are yet this day in our captivity. That's why you're able to do what you're doing.
That's right.
But day is coming.
Yeah.
Even if that guy was found not guilty, he did not get off, man. The Lord is going to get all you heathens, man.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's just a constant reminder. You know what I'm saying? For Jake out there, the Lord is showing you that you ain't gonna have no ease there, man. Ain't no ease among these nations. Matter of fact, we can read this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Yup.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Yeah, Jake became gods.
Yep.
people started serving them, bro.
Yep.
That's on a higher level. That's how the whole Buddha, even the Greek culture,
Yep.
those names are based upon Jake. Jake is Zeus and all that shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
He started serving them as gods.
Yep. The creature more than the creature.
Yeah. So that Buddha you jackasses got, that's not the real Buddha.
Yep.
You're supposed to be bowed down to, you're supposed to be a statue of a Jake
Yeah.
with cornrows.
Those are all idols.
I'll prove it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a show. I got the book at home. I'll show you again. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, those are all idols. And that's prophesied from Moses, man. This is what's going to happen,
Yeah.
man.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why our, it's foreign to us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we only had one true power, and that was Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right.
So you see the Northern Kingdom, right? Which consists of Latinos and Native Americans. What they were doing, man? They're worshiping other gods, man.
Yeah.
Worshiping the earth spirit and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Worshiping animals and shit.
Yeah.
Sacrificing children, drinking blood, adrenochrome. They were doing all that bullshit, man. You know?
Yep. Yep. They continue to do it.
Yeah.
You know, they continue to this day.
Yep.
You know, that's why all this shit be happening to our people. That's the Lord judging these individuals. You know, or it says, "Nor thy fathers have known even wood and stone."
Even wood and stone.
Yep.
See, that dumbass nigga Russell Simmons. he's a Buddhist or some crap.
Yeah, yeah.
You niggas is idiots.
And Tina Turner.
Yeah. Bunch of dickheads. You don't know the truth behind that shit.
Yeah, bro.
You see? So Jake, would start being worshipped as gods.
Yeah. Yep.
When them old school monks and shit,
Yeah.
and it was always Jake.
Yep. Yep.
The Shaolin monk been disbanded. Ain't no Shaolin monk. You know?
Yep. And those things have become a snare to Jake. Those
Yeah.
idols, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like when Jake used to put those Christmas trees in their homes. The houses would catch on fire. You know, they put the lights on the trees, or they put the lights on their houses, and the house catch on fire. You know, you bring a curse upon you. You bring those idols into your house, man. You bring a curse upon your house.
Yeah. That's that rebelliousness that's in Jake.
Yeah.
You know, he might even been raised as a quote-unquote Christian, but then, as he gets older, he could go his own way, so then he want to fucking do his own thing and be a Buddhist or, a Muslim or some shit.
Right. And see, all that goes back to the love of the world, man. Love in the world, the things that's of this world, man. You know, and that's why I said, when you come into this truth, you start to grow, you start to mature, the further away you're gonna grow from all those things, man. You don't even want to be around these things, man. You don't even want to be around these wicked ass people, man. You know? But we do what we gotta do, but we in that lovey-dovey spirit, man.
Yeah.
All right, it says verse 65, it says, "And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest." But
Yeah, because Jake, that's still out there, and like Libya and all that stuff, they're in slavery.
yeah.
Among those type of nations, them Arab nations and all that, they're at the bottom.
Yeah.
They dealing with real hoods in Yemen, places like that, Libya. There's a lot of Jakes out there. Still
Still have slavery.
slave markets out there, man. So you think you got it bad in America, boy? Outside of what you did, people are catching pure hell out here in the Congo. You see, these are the things you want to remember, man.
Yeah.
And that's where you gotta be extremely grateful
Yeah.
and thankful. Hey, just to be in America, man.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because outside, bro,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? People are going through some real shit, man. It's bad out here.
Yeah.
It's extremely bad out here, man.
That's right.
Throughout the earth.
You got Brazil, Brazil where they out of water? They go
Oh,
out of
Cuba.
water like
Cuba.
like 6 months.
Which is systematically. Because they're on the island, bro.
Right.
Like, all different islands, they had different minerals and stuff, resources there for them.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I found out Guyana is like the only one country that's able to sustain itself. I was like, damn, man. So you can have all of the music and shit. We can sustain ourselves. Never stop. Bro, yeah, man. So a lot of them places been robbed and spoiled.
Yep.
They're not able to sustain themselves. Fucked up, man.
Yep.
And they poor out there in Cuba, man. You know?
Yep.
You think once upon a time San Bernardino poor? They ain't got shit on Jake out there. You know, it's different levels to hell, man.
Yeah.
We all in hell. There's different levels, man.
That's right.
If your hell consists of you waking up with some carpet on your foot, thank the Lord, dog.
Yeah.
You wake up in a jail cell.
Yeah. That's right, bro.
You can turn on the faucet.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right. That's
We
why,
ain't got that, bro.
that's why Thomas Jacob Trevor gonna hit so hard.
Yeah.
Because the Lord gonna take away all those things in that time, you know. Jay gonna be on that sleeping on outside and being there ain't no food that's accessible like that, water accessible like that, That's when these people out here. That's why I said they're gonna be like unto women. Egypt gonna be like unto women because America has some experience.
Hell no.
You know. Continue when it says, among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the soul thy foot have rest. So give thee there a trembling heart and a failing of eyes and the sorrow of mind. Now that's that depression. See, and then a lot of our people, they watch these different reality shows. Then they on fucking social media all day looking at how these celebrities are so-called living, all these influencers are so-called living, and they get a sorrow of mind because they start comparing themselves or they start complaining about the things that they don't have instead, like the brother said, instead of being thankful. Because that's what America does.
Yeah,
America,
bro.
Have you
Feel like, yeah, bro.
complaining about some shit that you should be grateful to have, because a lot of people, it's always somebody doing better than you, man. It's always somebody that's a more fucked up predicament than you, man. But this place makes it to where, they shun you. If you had, you had a humble mindset, appreciating what you have, because this place is all about false persona, having this big ass mansion. It's having beautiful women, the latest luxurious cars, all this bullshit, and they call that so-called success. Matter of fact, somebody get that water 836.
It teaches you to be covetous, man.
Exactly.
And vain.
Exactly. That's the word I was thinking about.
Yep. See how this person living, you should be living like that.
Right.
And you ain't earned that shit.
Right.
Even when you get more shit, it's still gonna be somebody who's more than you.
Right. Exactly.
It never ends, man. The trying to please the flesh, man, that shit don't never end.
Yeah, bro.
Wow,
It's
man.
never satisfied.
Never,
Yeah.
bro.
Because they always moving the goalposts. As soon as this car, they say this car is important, then next year coming down, this car is more important. That car don't matter no more.
Right. That's why in Esau society, marketing is a fucking billion-dollar business, man. Posters and billboards and shit, commercials.
Yep.
That's a billion-dollar industry because they're constantly bombarding you with that carnality.
Right.
Come get this. Come buy this.
Right.
Consume. This is a consumer nation, man.
Right. That's what that comedian George Carlin said a long time ago in his stand-up, man. There was those ads, those advertisements, or that marketing plays on people's insecurities, man. Plays on people's fears. You need this. You need this particular brand in your home.
Right.
Because if you don't have this, everything's gonna go bad.
That's what that would be a TV system.
Yep.
That's what they're gonna do with that.
Yep.
They're gonna make you feel like you're left out.
Yep.
You see your friend over here, they got the piece of technology and they messing with it, and they doing this, that, and the third, and it look tight. They flipping and seeing screens and shit or whatever. They controlling shit on the computer with their minds,
Yep.
and then you over here just a regular person,
Right.
So that's gonna be the enticement. That's why it's gonna be called the hour of temptation.
Right.
That's a part of it. Of course, Esau's gonna shut society down. You're not gonna have access to certain things.
Right.
You don't need this technology.
TikTok. And TikTok, a lot of people, TikTok, hey, look at this. You know, right. All that left of them,
Right. It's like the convenience, man. You know, like when you go to certain stores, and you buy certain, you buy with cash, right? Certain cashiers, like especially the young, they be all frustrated because they don't want to break. Because you know, motherfuckers got so used to people paying with their phone or with cards. You know, they don't. You know, it's the inconvenience.
It's like just the back end because sometimes they gotta count out the change. And no way they don't have enough change, so now they gotta go to another register and shit. They get the coin and the shit. They gotta break it open, put more to the. You know, it takes some time, but it's like so what? Just just whatever.
Right. You know what I mean? So that's the point. It's all about convenience, and that's what people want now. You know, people like even like dealing with these phones, entertainment. You know, people are all about convenience. You know, something that I can get right to it right away. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. But you know, as long as I have that convenience, that's the spirit of these people right now, man. Especially you. Right. See that? So that shows you society at large is starting to get with the program, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
This is St. Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Right. It's like in Jake, they're trying to, gain the whole world. In the process of that, you lose your soul, man. You know? Like I said, when you look at these different individuals, look at their continents, man. You know, look at their outward look, man. Was it all worth it? Was it worth it? You know? And like I said, they still go through shit, man. Okay? You can't avoid every adversity, man. The Lord's gonna put you through this shit, man.
Can't avoid shit.
You know? Eventually, you're gonna lose all that shit, man. You know? And all that shit is bullshit anyway, because throughout the decades, they got different accounts, different stories of how these major stars, you know, end up going bankrupt, man. You know? So how the fuck, you mean tell me all this time they've been in the limelight, they've been doing all this work this long, they ain't got no goddamn money. You know? The math ain't mathing, man.
Math ain't mathing.
This shit don't make no goddamn sense. You know? And then a lot of these artists, they're trying to bring back the tangible, like CDs, different things they can do sell physical copies, because that streaming shit is highway robbery. Yeah. You know? These motherfuckers get paid a fraction of a penny. What the fuck is that? You know?
A slap in the face.
Yeah, bro.
You don't get nothing.
And Jay-Z got you niggas to go to Tidal. Then he sold it.
Yep.
He's just a middleman.
Yep.
Set y'all niggas up.
Yep. A lot of these artists trying to sue those streaming platforms too. You know, you're not gonna get shit, man. You ain't getting nothing, man. Because they own all that music, man. You don't own the goddamn thing. You ain't got no publishing. You ain't got no masters. You ain't got shit.
They can manipulate the views.
Yep.
Manipulate all the streams. That's what Kendrick and Drake. That's what Drake basically was trying to sue his label about and all that. That was pretty much about him suing.
Yeah.
Because pretty much they was upping Kendrick's views to streaming and stuff like that. Basically, propping them up more than Drake. That's why he's mad at it.
What the fuck is views, man? Got motherfuckers fighting over views. I got more views than you, man.
Well, in this world, views equals money, man.
Yeah, I guess,
views
man.
And all that shit, likes, and all. It's just that internet world, man.
Yep. Get your likes up.
Yep.
And it means nothing.
Yep. That's that vanity, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That goes to show you that all that shit is smoke and mirrors. You know, because that time frame where musicians would sell millions of albums based off the music itself, that time is over, man. You know, ain't no music worthy to really purchase anymore. You know, a lot of the music now they make nowadays, that should be less than 2 minutes sometimes, man. Even if that, man. You know, barely hitting 2 fucking minutes because people attention span is so goddamn slow now. You know, back in the day, music used to have. They used to have like back in the old school. They had 15-minute tracks. You know, they had the extended version. You know,
7 minutes, 8 minutes,
Yeah.
9 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
They get to a catalog, you punch down the piano.
yeah.
The drummer kick in, play a minute and a half, 2 minutes later.
Right.
That was like a real art back then.
You have an intro, you got a hook, you got a chorus, you got verses, at least 2 to 3 verses. But niggas just got one big ass verse now, and then the beat come on, and then that's it.
Don't
Yeah.
No, you're gonna do that. It's gonna be 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It's just the beat drop. He just rap the whole time, and that's it.
Right. But you know the reason they do that
Yeah,
is
they catch you. It's like
Hey, come on, man. Yeah.
it's like the reason that they do that is because you know when these artists make their music or when they have a producer, they gotta pay the producer. If they have another artist working alongside them, they gotta pay the other artist. You know what I'm saying? So when they make a song, it's just their verse. They're the only ones that can that's going to profit from that. Because that's what the music business. They don't tell a lot of these motherfuckers is you make music with these different artists, these different producers. You got your money gonna have to go all to these different departments, man. You're gonna be left with nothing. You know?
Them niggas charge you $50,000.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy number, man.
Damn beat, my damn hi-hat, man. My damn hi-hat. They can charge you.
Yeah, that was Ty West and one dog. He might too. He was like, you know, but he might be like, no, I'm taking all 150. That's how we're talking about. They took all his shit, man.
Yeah. See that? So they
Oh, it was like to a wife.
Oh, to the
I don't know
wife.
trying to find it, but
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
like that was defined the thing that overdraft or whatever. They could get to the hundred.
Yeah. That's why we use those samples, man.
Yeah. Diddy got used that. They made that tribute to Biggie.
Oh yeah.
Every step you take, and the original music producer, artist sued him. He said he had to pay him a percentage every day
Yeah.
until that whatever time frame is up.
Yeah.
It was Sting, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You ain't get that cleared, man.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So from samplers, you got to get it cleared.
Yeah.
You get sued for that shit.
Yeah.
So even with this whole internet shit, we doing videos, we make sure we put up fair use, and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, copyright. But everything you got is copyright from another copyright. I'm like, man, that's stupid, man. Copyright shit. We're not making no money off of this, man.
Right. Yeah. Bro.
We not monetized.
Yeah, we not monetized.
Yeah. Bro.
Here is copyrights and like, well, shut the fuck up, man. The kingdom is stupid. Yeah, you stole everything.
You're right, bro.
You know, there's a strike. Ridiculous, man. Like one video I did, where it was from somebody else that puts up a picture of how the satanic world works, from the demonic entities and everybody else underneath it. But the person had Michael Jackson. I had to cut the song off. I was like, fuck, they gonna hit me with a copyright, and they did. But somebody else already got it on their fucking video.
Right.
I was like, come on, man.
Right. Yeah,
Stupid.
Bro. That's a lot of people are starting to complain about that shit.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Because you know some people they'll have like a live stream going. Somebody can have music playing in the background, and the shit pick it up in the background. They can post their video to get a strike. You know what I'm saying? So they
Dumb.
show you, man, that this whole shit here is all corrupt. All this shit is all bullshit, man.
The internet highway is about to be over. The famine of the word.
Yeah.
Back in St. Luke, Mark chapter 8, verse 36 again. But what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Right. So he gave you all these different examples of these different individuals that were so-called prominent in this world, that were looked up to. Look look at the outcome. Look at the outcome of a lot of these individuals, man. You know, so it's not worth it at the end of the day, man. You know, because you know, you end up destroying yourself in the process. You know, you put a stain on your name. You know, you got to do all sort of unseemly things. You know, you got to bend over, literally bend over. Okay, as a man. You know, you got all these things, but you can't look at yourself in the mirror. That's why they gotta always be on some kind of drug, man. You know, because they conscious, man. All that shit, after a while, that shit gets to Jake. You know, all that shit they've been doing, you know, throughout the years. You know, you can't run from that. You know, and what you gonna think when that time comes, when the Lord take away all that shit? You ain't got all those drugs. You gonna have to live with that conscience, man. You know. And it's going to be severe.
That's what it's saying, Sirach. That's 25. You need to plague for the plague of the heart.
Yep.
Just with your mind.
Yep.
Your mind's going to be plagued.
Yep.
Especially when you can't mask that internal sorrow with drugs and alcohol and shit. When all that shit is cut off.
Right. Like Biggie, he did that one interview. He was talking about he feel like somebody's trying to kill him, man. He was like, man, I'm working scared, paranoid. You know what I'm saying?
That's the spiritual one. I'm trying to warn him.
Yeah.
Was it spiritual enough? Yeah, mother, kill your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
It was your own man.
Yeah, bro.
The diddler.
You know what I mean? They show you he didn't have no ease, man. You know? He had no, because he thought, you know, by getting into the rap shit, that was going to make his life better. You know, but actually, it made shit worse, man. You know, he got around more snakes, more vicious snakes. You know?
Yeah, man, it's
Everybody's
vicious.
after that money.
Yep.
Everybody's after that money. He got the money, and then everybody's surrounding him
Yep.
because he got the money. And then you just using the money to just consume shit. Buying alcohol, you going to the club, you know, you dealing with the bitches and the women.
Right.
And the drugs, you just using your money for carnal shit to feed your flesh, man.
Right.
He said that, didn't he? With more money, more problems.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said that shit.
That's
Yep.
why Paul warned in Romans, I think that's 8. Sold to the flesh, you reap corruption.
Yep.
You sold to the spirit, you reap life and peace everlasting.
Yep. Yep.
Peace indeed.
Yep. That's right, bro.
It's like that you ain't getting no peace. Like that. It's coming out. Nigga Jay-Z brought out the fact that he stabbed old boy.
Yeah.
And Dame brought out the fact, the real reason why you stabbed nigga, you slime ball.
We've been you all that. You know what I'm saying?
Slime ball.
Like, yeah.
Complete, it's a piece of shit.
Over a bitch.
Over Charlie Baltimore. Lame ass shit. So you out of here, bro.
She wasn't even pretty, man.
Yeah, she might be a tear. Yeah.
Proverbs 30 and 7 to 9.
The Lord, that's why this thing is all about patience, man, suffering. You know, because we understand the long haul, man. You know, this is like making an investment. You know, like quoted that scripture earlier about storing your riches in heaven. That's the investment. Because we're thinking ahead. We're thinking about the world that's to come. We ain't thinking about this fucking world. We doing what we got to do in this world, but our heart ain't in this place, man. We ain't investing in this place. We investing in the world that's to come.
This is Proverbs 30 and 7 through 9. It says, 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah.
Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh?
And that's pretty much our daily bread. You know, the Lord gives every brother according to his situation, you know, or his measure to be able to deal with, man. You know, to be able to do this work. You know, like these people in this earth, people they never satisfied, man. They always got to go higher. You know, they're never grateful for what they accomplished, man. You have a lot of people that accomplish a lot, but still they feel that in their mind they gotta do more, man. They gotta prove themselves more. You know, they're never satisfied. That's the spirit of this world, man. You'll never be satisfied in this world, man. Like the brother said earlier, man. As soon as you obtain something, it's always gonna be somebody that's further ahead than you, man. You know, so you're in that constant state of coveting after all this shit that you may not even ever obtain anyway in this society,
Yep.
man. Because it's not designed for Jake to ascend to that level here, man. You know,
Right. Because you
Right.
live in a Edomite supremacist society anyway.
Right.
Esau's not going to allow you to ascend above him.
Right.
All the majority of the wealth is going through his pockets. So you
Right.
ain't going to get no higher than that.
Right, and that's his banking system.
Yeah.
That's his money.
Yeah,
Those are his loans.
yeah, bro.
You know. But King Solomon spoke on that. He had all that.
Yeah,
He is right there in the book of Ecclesiastes. He says vanity and vexation of the spirit. He did that on a righteous level. Then, of course, went left.
right.
Vanity. So even on the left hand side, he says still vanity and vexation of the spirit.
Yeah,
He experimented it all.
yeah.
The
Right,
fuck?
bro. You know what I mean?
He said even when him went left, he went left. Worshiping them damn demons is still vanity and vexation of spirit.
Right.
It caused him to lose the kingdom.
Yeah.
He said, lest I be poor and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name
That's why the
of the
Lord
Most High
said,
in vain.
Most High be full and deny thee. That's why he said, hardly shall a rich man enter into the kingdom. Because to a certain extent, that money supplies you with everything you need.
Yeah.
In the flesh, when you in the world and you got a whole bunch of money, you got access to basically everything, man.
Right.
So it's like you start to ask yourself, what do I need God for?
Right.
You know? And that's the mindset a lot of these jakes have, man. They become motherfucking
Proud.
what's that word? Start with an A.
Arrogant?
Agnostic and basically we don't believe in the Most High.
Atheist. Oh.
You got all this money around you.
Yeah.
You start to deny the Most High.
Yeah, that's how I do Anton Daniels this. He acts the same way.
Yeah. Why is in their own?
And like, how is it? So he just got famous for looking at other people's videos and commenting.
Yeah.
What talent is that? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why is this guy even up there?
Right.
He just looking at other people's videos and just commenting,
Yeah, bro. Reacting to him.
reacting to him. Like, what? Nothing original is coming out of his mouth. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
And there's big money in entertainment and distracting. That's what
Yeah.
Esau's all about, distracting niggas.
Yeah, folly is set in great dignity.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
That's why this whole Nick shit, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
They sweep their asses.
Yeah.
Right? Niggas get out of control.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking game 7. Finish that shit off in New York.
Yeah.
Lil Will.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody gonna be glued to that shit.
Yeah.
I went and watched the game last night. I was like, fuck this. I gotta and listen. It's nothing but distractions, man.
Yeah, bro. Yo.
And you got the Dodgers was playing too. The Angels, somebody was playing. Yeah, you got the World Cup.
Yeah.
That's gonna go for a whole month.
Yeah.
That's gonna go all the way to July 2nd or something like that.
Where's the hell at this year?
Three different countries. Here, Canada, and Mexico.
What?
First time.
SoFi Stadium. Yeah.
What stadium?
SoFi.
Where's that at?
That's in Inglewood.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I had no idea. Yeah, we're looking for some Asherites, man. Asherite shit. Yeah. Yo, hey, what's up? You from out here? Yup. Nah, I ain't doing that shit, man. But you know the beach is gonna be packed, man.
Hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And false flags.
Yep. That's right, bro.
That'll be a lot of bodies.
That'd be dope. Some false flags happen, man.
That's right, bro.
Now, they should be Iranian property leaked over here.
Right.
You know, that's another angle right there.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking forward to something crazy, man.
That's right. Because you know what's going to be going on, you know, especially people going to be eating, drinking. You know what I'm saying? People ain't going to be paying attention. People ain't going to be circumspect. People just going to be caught up in wherever entertainment is out there, man. You know, so like the brother said, that's a perfect scenario. Motherfuckers ain't going to, if that, you know, if something does go down, they ain't going to know where it hit them. You know?
Verse 37. Mark 8 and 37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
See that? You know? By seeing these different examples, you'll figure a light bulb will go off in somebody's head, but you know what? Oh, you know, but it's that reprobate spirit of Jake, like the whole Vlad shit. Vlad, it's many examples of Jake going on Vlad. They've been getting caught up with these RICO charges, but yet still got a handful of niggas that continue to go back on this nigga's platform.
Yeah,
You know?
bro.
But then Jake be backtracking shit they said. They said they was never gonna go back on their show. They end up going back on the nigga's show, you know, just ruining your so-called reputation, your name, man. Putting mud on your name, man. Because for some damn crumbs. Jake complain, oh, you gotta pay me this much money. You know, fuck that nigga, man.
Smart.
You know?
Yeah, that's what he was trying to get at Marlon.
Yeah.
And I see why Marlon Wayans did that, man.
Yeah,
Give me like 40 racks, nigga. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And Marlon Wayne's been way
Them
way
dudes,
before that nigga.
those families, man, that family is blessed with humor, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Every last one of them motherfuckers
You know what I'm
funny.
This man got decades of films, man.
Yeah.
Decades. You know?
Who the fuck is Vlad, man?
You know?
Jacob is the form of all things.
Yeah.
Family, brother Keen created Living Color and
Right.
many other things. You know, he's working with Robert Townsend. Like Damian Wayne was breaking it down. Damn.
Yep. Yep.
Who the fuck is you, Vlad?
Right.
Yeah, Vlad was a DJ back in the 90s, late 80s and the 90s.
But DJ whose music? Not his music. Our shit.
Right.
Punk bitch.
Right.
And that's why Aries Spears, you need to wake the fuck up, bro. But you came up against the truth, so
Right.
that's what happened to you.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's why he's so bugged out. That's what he's showing that dude is a bitch.
Yep.
Marlon was like, you sound like a straight old slave master.
Yep.
The juice ain't squeezing this, it worth it? Like, I know, right? See, that niggas is through, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's easy to divide niggas, man.
Yep. Especially when it comes to that money.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, bro.
Verse 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
That's what that's gonna lead to, man. A lot of those individuals, Jake, that be trying to, make it in this world, that's gonna cause for the Lord, you basically being ashamed of the Lord. Those of you that call yourself Israelites, you still got those worldly ways about yourself. That's you being ashamed of the Lord, man.
Yeah, they trying to be political, right?
Right.
That's why they don't like to bring out the Deuteronomy 21 or is it 22 dealing with grape.
Right.
They get offended at that.
Right.
So they want to basically trim their ways to seek love from the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes them ashamed of the people about Yahushua first.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're ashamed of the Lord, he ain't going to confess you before the Father, man.
Right. Right.
You're ashamed of Yahushua.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes out there with lineups and fucking dreads, dudes teaching with fucking hats on.
Looking ridiculous,
Looking
man.
like niggas in the world, That's that shame that they feel about being in this truth, man. Because there's a requirement, there's criteria that we have to meet, in order to be on the good graces of Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord ain't just gonna accept anything, man. This is what the Lord wants. And the Lord is specific about what He wants. If you can't roll with that, then that's the Lord going to destroy your ass, man. He gonna make examples of you, man. And he always have Israelites that the Lord make examples out of, man. To put that fear in Israel, he showed them, like, hey, man, if you do how these guys did, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Says, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
Right, so the Lord will be ashamed of you. So I say he will say, I never knew it. Because are you trying to seek love from the world, you making yourself an enemy of the Lord. Matter of fact, get James 4:4. Go ahead.
It says, when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
You see that? Because when Yahweh shall return, you know, with those angels, they're coming to deliver, but they also coming to bring destruction, man. Okay? So we don't want to be on the Lord's enemy list, man. Okay? We want to be friends of the Lord, man. Okay?
St. James chapter 4 and verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
Right.
Yep.
And this is a spiritual war that we're in, man.
A heavy duty spiritual war, man.
You know? So
from generations to generations.
Yep.
You know?
That's right, bro.
That's what the Lord said. I'm gonna make war. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, you got it.
Make war with Amalek from generation to generation, man.
Yep. That's right. You know? So what side should we be on? We should be on the side of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. Not this fucking world, you know? You know, because that's what it all boils down to. Jake want to have that ease, you know? So Jake started doing little shit, you know, they started trimming their ways to seek love because they think that's going to come with ease, man. It's not. It don't matter how far you trim your way. It don't matter how clean shaving your fucking face is, man. It don't matter how soft-spoken you are, man. Okay? You're trying to be as non-threatening around these damn heathens, man. Esau, man. You're not going to have no ease here, man. You know? True ease is going to come in the world that's to come. You know? Because this earth is not being ran in righteousness, man. So you're not going to have no ease by default because this place is under the rulership of the wicked.
Right.
You know, ain't no peace to the wicked, man.
Right.
Esau ain't got peace. He's the opposite of peace, man.
Right.
You know, all he wants to do is to disturb your peace, man. You know, to hit you with this bill, hit you with that bill. Got your mind on all this different shit out here, man. You know, want to keep you further away as possible from your power, man. You know, want you in that low vibrational state.
Yep.
You know, I got to get
Feel like a boy, AB, Adrian Broner.
Oh, yep.
That's how they want you, like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Mentally destroyed.
Yep.
Once you attack a man's mind, everything else goes, man.
Yep. That's right.
This nigga is through.
Man, and you mentioned that's a spirit because look what the Lord is embarrassing that dude, man.
Yeah.
Because you know Jake had that pride, proud and shit.
Yeah.
The scriptures speak about that, man. Lord hates a proud look.
Yep.
You know, and pride go before a fall.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord reduced his ass to basically a drunkard, man.
No,
You know,
that's a drunkard.
Yeah, he's a laughing stock,
Yeah.
man. You know?
Yeah, bro. All that talent, you know.
Yeah.
Jake, mentality is all about your mentality.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't brought up on the right mentality.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
On
Yep.
that nigga shit. Pops never whooped him. Pops fat ass nigga.
Yeah.
You know? His coach died and shit.
Yeah.
So, straight up, man.
That's right, bro. Right.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
So you make yourself an enemy to Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. You
Right.
know? Because the average person, or especially Jake, in this world, they're enemies to the Lord, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. Especially people that you admire, these celebrities and all that, they've been sold out.
Right.
All these people that's coming up now, it's the same routine. The same thing. Everything repeats itself, man.
Yep.
Why do you think that one Jake came out, the NBA talking about he wanted, you know, change his life. I forgot his name, you know, for all the shit he was dealing with in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah, it's all Masonic.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
So that's because we like a team doesn't mean we're friends of the world, okay?
Right.
Because we used
Right.
to, you know,
Yeah, bro. You know?
brothers used to play basketball
Right.
on the block. Brothers was, you know, doing tournaments and shit.
Right.
Yeah, brothers was in the NFL and all that shit, man.
Right. Yep. That's right.
Part of
bro.
life. Playing crate ball and shit. So we grew up
Yep.
watching and playing basketball. Of course, you're gonna have a team
Right.
You be like, damn, them niggas won. Of course, you be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Them niggas is winning. Of course, you gonna be like, oh, you know, and that's it. So we watch boxing.
Yep. That's
They
right.
got their favorite fighters, whatever. UFC,
right.
that's it, man.
That's right, bro. You know what I mean? Because we just look at it as for what it is.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
As far as it goes.
You know what I mean?
Your team win or your fighter win. Hell yeah.
You know?
And that's it. They lose. Oh fuck,
That's
man.
right, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna put no tattoo.
Yeah, bro.
A fucking NBA player on our arm.
Yeah, man. Dude put a tattoo to about this the year they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, nigga, you tripping, dog. See, that's what happens, man.
Yeah, bro.
You don't know.
Yeah.
We hoping, man. This shit is rigged.
Right.
It's scripted, bro.
Right.
Hoping to give it to the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's scripted.
Yeah.
Many fucking proofs came out about the NFL being scripted,
Right.
the NBA, all that shit.
Yep. That's right,
Okay.
bro.
They also brought out about those magnet poles. That's why
yeah,
Steve, the dude from Steph Curry was hitting crazy shots.
Yep.
I was like, no fucking way you go in the park and do a shot like that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga half court.
Yeah, of course.
Backwards. And throw it and make it every time.
Come on, bro.
But net.
That is ridiculous. Bunch of lies, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is a fake ass world. All
Fake. And it's gonna keep getting worse and worse. The real talent is gone.
Yep.
The real talent was that inside game, man. Beating motherfuckers' ass.
Yep.
You couldn't, what it did to Iverson back in the day. You little motherfuckers would come through the hole like that. Iverson couldn't do it on his. No, that's a myth, bro. You was getting put on your ass.
Yeah, bro.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas getting put on your ass. Michael Jordan had to bulk up like that, dog.
Right. Yeah, bro.
You couldn't come in the paint like that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Something's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, bro. And that's where everything,
The
man.
fuck?
When you go back in the past, where everything, the quality was always better, man.
Yeah.
It was always better, man. You know, the sports, the music, the movies,
The
food,
women.
yeah, everything was just better quality, man. So that just go to show you that we in the time of, you know, this place, that show you we're in the decline. You know, because everything is at its all-time low. You know, even like we was like going into with these riches, man. You know, a lot of these riches, $1 million back in the day was a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Back then, I mean, now that shit ain't shit. You know, that's the average home out here.
Yeah.
It's around, you know, rounded around $1 million, man.
That's the proof right there that the dollar is getting lower each time.
Yep.
Okay, that's why you see that inflation all this, man. The value of the dollar is like
I got something for you real quick. Isaiah 24, verse 4. It says, the earth mourned and faded away.
Yep.
The world languisheth and faded away.
Yep.
The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Earth itself, man. It's not at ease, man. You know, the earth is not at its full potential. You know, because of the motherfucker that's in power right now, man. Draining all the resources, man. You know, not honoring the laws of the Lord, man. You know how to run the earth. You know, because the Lord didn't set him up to be that righteous example. He set him up to be the wicked. So they're doing everything that's contrary to what the Lord said how the earth is supposed to be governed. Okay?
Let me finish. The earth, I'm sorry, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, bro.
Therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
Yeah, bro.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and a few men left. And that's what's coming.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So that's not talking about the time of Isaiah's ministry,
Oh yeah.
of him being a prophet. It's talking about right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So you saw the future of how the earth, the condition of the earth in the future.
Yeah.
And this is where we are today.
Yeah, bro. Look at all these different oil spills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All this air pollution. This land got all these different chemical plants, all these different oil refineries.
Yep.
Just putting all kind of toxins in the air. You know, that's why people be getting sick a lot of times, man. There's a lot of this shit that's from these different plants. It's all in the air, man. It's all in the atmosphere. Shit getting in your pores, breathing this shit in. You know, that's why a lot of people be getting sick. You know, and a lot of those people that work at those different oil refineries, a lot of them end up getting cancer, man. A lot of them end up dropping dead. You know, working around all those toxins.
Brother got an old school Sega Genesis and shit.
It looked like the tape recorder.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. You know that power.
But yeah, and on top of that, now he's coming with the data centers.
Yeah.
The data centers are producing water, man.
Yep.
You know, people complaining that the water, because they live around these certain data centers, the water's murky, it's dirty, it's getting brown.
Yep.
There's a lot of Edomites in those areas. But that's good for you, man. Fuck you, Edomites. I'm glad you're dealing with that. Because Flint, Michigan has to deal with that. Right. Flint, Michigan, they had to, I think to this day they got to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Esau purposely polluted the water supply. I forget how, whatever the technical term is, but the water supply, how they, you know, the funneling and the tunneling that goes to people's houses, the system. All right, there's a main area that Esau pretty much polluted with those forever chemicals, man.
Even gas.
And that was shown in that documentary, The Devil We Know.
Yep.
I think it might be still on Netflix, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Lord plaguing this place.
Yep.
You know, because all that water, because you can't drink that water.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't drink that shit. They had a hearing, and they the Northern Kingdom chick, I forget her name. She was holding that shit. You know, she was holding the water in that glass container. And she was showing how dirty that shit was, man. That shit was super dark brown, man. Yeah. You know? But hey, like the brother said, man, look for you goddamn devils, man. It's gonna get much worse, man. It's gonna get worse.
Not only is it dirty, but it's also it said it's drying up.
Yeah.
Certain areas are drying up the water supply, man.
Yep.
The lakes and shit like that.
Yep. See that? So Lord, slowly but surely, Lord is picking this place apart. You know? Ain't gonna be no ease pretty soon. Ain't nobody gonna have no ease out here, man. You know?
Quick one. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, the people are mourning. You know? That's why you have motherfuckers setting warehouses on fire, man. Right. They're filming this shit, man.
All you had to do was pay us more.
You know? See? You know, you ain't gonna do that when you prosper.
Right.
You know? So that show you that prosperity shit is bullshit, man. People are starting to unsubscribe from that way of thinking now, man.
Yeah, the American dream.
You know? A lot of people are doing videos talking about, man, fuck this place, man, you know? This Jake did a video, he said, man, I know, I figure out a way how to save money, man. Don't run no electricity in your home. Don't run shit in your home, man. You know, that's how you gonna save money here, man. You know?
That's why a lot of people are trying to go off grid. They're trying to get their own shit.
Yeah.
What's old boy's name from LA? He moved out there, Cowboy.
Yeah.
So just regular Jakes that's from they starting to understand like, hey, but you still can't run from the curses though.
Yeah.
They're still gonna be on your ass.
Yeah. It's not that simple, man. We weren't brought up to live, because majority of us been raised in cities, man. We don't know about that rural life like that, man. You know, so Jake, just because Jake buys some land, that don't mean Jake don't know what the hell he's doing. Because let's say when all hell breaks loose, Esau, when some Edomites militias roll up on him, what the hell they gonna get steamrolled, man. You know, because Jake wasn't brought up like that. You know, we lost all that, man. That agriculture, how to plant,
farm, and all that,
grow things, man.
It's hard work.
Yeah, bro.
That's when the cock crew in the ancient world, you had to get up. You had shit to do.
Yeah,
it was a system.
Yeah.
We lost that term, the separate kings, man.
Yeah.
He lost that, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Falling away, man.
Yeah, man.
We lost
ain't got
all
no
that insight.
land,
Yeah.
You know, we don't have that. Most part, we don't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, because even Jake had that land. Jake don't know how to do all that, man. Like the brother said, that's the majority of your day. You know.
That was your job.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where a family, mainly Jake wanted males, that was part of the wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Teach them as they get older.
Yeah.
You're gonna be taking care of the horses, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
This is where you're gonna be taking care of the sheep, that's how you do it.
Right.
You know, you're gonna be taking care of shearing the sheep, so we can get some clothes and get some wool.
Yeah.
It was a system.
Yeah.
And you got servants. Abraham had servants.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
bro.
everybody had a place to sleep, shelter, food.
Yeah.
It was one big system.
Yeah.
One big compound.
Yeah.
That's what that one pastor.
That's being sovereign is, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's what that one pastor trying to do. He's supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite. What's his name, Pastor? He got all that land. He's got a info on this shit. Yeah. He's trying to do that, but not understanding, you know, that.
Lean in them times.
This ain't our rest, man. This
Right.
ain't the time for that.
Right.
IUIC trying to get all that property and all that shit. This ain't the time for it.
That's that Jim Jones shit.
Yeah, bro.
It's been prophesied we're gonna be scattered, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't prophesied us to come back like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back. The gathering is through Yahweh Shai,
Right.
the angelic forces.
Yeah. That's right,
That's
bro.
how you know, though, going back to what you said about people pretty much not having that knowledge of, you know, being going out rural and planning and stuff like that. That's how you know people are going to die that much faster.
Yeah.
These famines and society shut down, people are going to start dying fast.
Yeah.
Fast because they don't have basic survival skills, survival instincts, because they've been force-fed a society where everything's just given to you, man.
Yeah.
Fast food, literally right there. All the retail stores are right around you.
Right.
And all this shit disappears when it all shuts down. Parents are gonna get real quick.
Right.
This was a total setup. Them niggas set all this shit up for us to get you to places.
Yep.
And now look, all you gotta do is take it away and you be like, oh shit, what do I do? You don't know what to do.
Exactly.
That's how the spirit works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you attached to the phones. That's the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Gradualism.
Yeah.
See chicks walking around like this, barely looking up, like, yeah, he through.
Yeah, bro.
Natural
Go one
springs
right
out
there.
there.
Calm down.
See?
Yeah.
Looks like she got a baby.
Totally attached to these devices.
Yeah, bro.
How can you walk around like? What can be so important for you to walk around like that, man? With the phone.
Hit her ass over
You know
the
what I
head.
mean? What can be so important for you to walk around like that, man? She finally looked up now.
Yeah.
She finally looked up now. Yeah, that's the majority of people in the world
Yeah.
walk around like that, man.
Yeah.
Totally dependent on their phone. When I go to the gym, I don't take my phone, man. For what? For what? They already got music playing there. You know?
Yeah.
The fuck? It's in my Jeep.
Twitter and Instagram, but it was showing all these people in a bubble. Basically,
Yeah.
Basically, instead of phone, they had like a bubble. And like, you get people, and people try to tell, hey, you about to get fucked up.
Yeah, the monsters was coming. Yeah,
You saw that?
yeah, I saw
I
that.
don't remember what I thought it, but that's all these people out here.
It was based upon a movie.
Yeah.
People, everybody in their bubble and all types of chaos. The monsters were eating people, and they was aware of what the fuck is going on. Cause it's in the internet world. I just people, man.
Yo, Peter said.
So, fuck it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Peace of the elect.
That's right, bro. Because especially when the electricity go, that's gonna be the deal, the game changer right there. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority society is ran on electricity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like all these grocery stores, people depend upon, you know, that's because all these truckers, they got to get all the product from these truckers, they got to bring it to these stores. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, when all hell breaks loose, like the brother said, these people don't have those basic survival skills, that's when a lot of motherfuckers going to start dropping dead.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's going to be persuasive for people to take that MOTV. Because Esau's creating all this chaos anyway. He's creating all this chaos so he can bring that so-called solution, which is, hey, you want that convenience, you know, you want things to be affordable, you gotta get this marking, man. You
Yeah,
know?
them dudes walk around with the Pooh Shiesty mask.
Yeah, man.
It's hot as hell with a beanie on. And they be calling each other's niggas and shit too, man. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Yep, they going to jail.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Put my belt off, man.
Yeah, bro. See, that's that spirit right there. That's what we was talking about earlier, man. You know, that music, that whole that shit Jake is into, all that shit is low vibrational, man. You know, it's gonna lead to you being dead or in jail, man.
Yep.
You know.
That's how the system is designed, man.
Yep.
A bunch of YNs.
Yep. Be stuck in that damn cycle.
That stupid ass hood block mentality.
Yep.
Majority of y'all can't even read properly.
Right.
You seen that? I was like, damn.
Yeah, bro. Yep. Yep.
You know? Blessed he that readeth.
Yeah.
Back to St. Luke chapter 14, picking back up at verse 27. Whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Right. So this thing is about sacrifice, man. Dedication, man. You know. So there are things that we're gonna have to sacrifice. Being in this truth. Okay. Things that we gotta consider. You know. We really have to have in mind, like, ready for this. You know, sufficient. Can I deal with this kind of, you know, commitment, man? When you gotta cut off certain things, like bro said, certain things become a hindrance. You gotta cut that shit off wherever it may be, man. It don't always have to be the woman. It can be anything that's pulling your affections away from this truth, man. You know, that's when that decision gotta be made, man. You know, if Jay get caught up in those wherever those complacencies are, you know, they become so attached to where they can't detach. You know, and that's a dangerous place to be. Go ahead.
But which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, you gotta make sure everything, you know, considering all aspects,
Yeah.
man. You know?
A lot of sacrifices to be made.
Yeah.
And it's way more easy if you're not on to this world.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's real, you know, it's tough for people that's in this world that has an image to uphold and
Yeah, bro.
got this going on, got that going on.
Yeah, bro. They used to have shows with these different celebrities that say the day in the life of this person.
Yup.
They had so much. They was doing so much shit in one day.
In
It's
one
like,
day.
oh my
What the
God.
fuck? Yeah.
They didn't even have time for themselves, man.
Nope.
They had to go to this meeting, go to that
Yep.
meeting, talk to this person, be all fake and shit. You know?
Put on a bunch of makeup.
Yeah.
Like the Wayne brothers, they said when they did White Chicks, the whole makeup shit took hours. You know, they said he was working on like 2 hours of sleep. He was like, Sean was like, I'll never do that. No, it was Marlon. So we'll never do that shit again. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
Pretty much it was imitating was them two chicks back in the days, Paris Hilton, and what was the other chick, her friend? Talking about Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter. Yeah. I was like, I ain't like that shit, but you know, we men putting on dresses and shit, that's an abomination.
Right.
But that's clever, you know? Like, what the fuck? I had no.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But he was saying that shit almost killed him.
Right. Yeah.
That's what comes with it, man.
Yeah, bro. You know? So but see, that's a commitment they had to make on the worldly side.
Yeah.
Man. You know, putting on them hours on the set. You know, just like these basketball players, they gotta, you know, they got constant practice on their game. They got work, so they not around their family.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of them athletes, they don't be with their family like that.
Hell no, thank you.
You know?
Thank you. That dude Khabib gave a testimony of, you know, they usually fuck with their own. He said the one time he let an outside guy come in pretty much he wanted to go home for Christmas. He said, no, brother, no, we trained, and he ended up not being good. They let him go.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
See that?
She said, that's why we try to stick with our own, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause they have an whole different mentality.
Yeah.
Ain't no Christmas vacations, man. You want to be a champ,
Right.
especially you training and shit.
Yeah,
They
bro.
call for training session to be on New Year's Eve, motherfucker. You better be there.
Yeah.
You want to be a champ.
Yeah.
You gotta do what it takes,
That's right, bro.
you know?
Yeah,
And that's how Marvin Hagler, them guys were training.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If it wasn't for your craft, your talent, you wouldn't have that family. For the deacon, if it wasn't for you knowing you're Israelite, you wouldn't have no family like that. You was a pimp. Pimping a woman that you had a baby with, dog.
Right.
In the truth.
Right.
Yeah, you see, you wouldn't have all that.
Yeah, bro. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like those athletes, man. You know, them putting that time in, them being so dedicated to their craft, you see the fruits of it. You know, because they show it's manifested when they're performing, when it matters, man, when it counts. You see all the time that they put in, how they just do it seamlessly, man. It's just they do it, they make it look easy when it's really not. That's a testament to their hard work and dedication to their craft. So it's the same thing. How much more with Yahweh Shemi Awashad? Right. You know? And that's why a lot of those individuals, it's easy for them to get broken down because they're not sowing, like Brother quoted earlier, they're not sowing of the spirit, man. They're sowing of the flesh. That's why it's so easy to break their ass down, man. Because they just giving over to their flesh. Anything can just pull them away, man. Anything can make them compromise what they believe in, man. Because they so in tune with their flesh, you can see it, man. The statements that they make, how they move, you know, the decisions they make, it's all driven from the flesh.
Yeah, doctrines that they teach.
Right.
I mean, here when he pop up and say something crazy, it's because they're not really sold to the spirit. They only love their flesh. Man.
Yep.
They sold out for a bag.
Yep.
And they were told to corrupt the doctrine, to
Yep.
corrupt the gospel, man.
Yep. Right. Yep.
And we got recent examples of that.
Yeah.
Saying crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh yeah, we know you sold out.
Yep. Yep. That's right.
It says, which of you intending to build a tower, sit not down first and count the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it.
Yep.
Lest happily, after he have laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
Right. It become a lava stock. You know? Lord exposes things, bring out all the nastiness and freakiness that they into. And they get made into lava stock. You know? Then they get mad. And when you get mad at yourself. You know? That you did that. And then you put yourself in that predicament. You know? By being disobedient, okay, not respecting what the Lord set up here, you know, and that's the results. That's the consequences. You know, it's gonna get much worse because when the time comes when the Lord really start to open up, it's gonna be more than just the Lord embarrassing you. The Lord gonna start putting you to death, man, destroying you characters, man, badly, man. You know, the people you love, Lord, can start touching the people you love. You know, the Lord's not to be played with, man. Go ahead.
Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Or what king, going to make war against another king, sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
Right, and that's what a wise king would do, man. Wise king would consider counsel, man. You gotta weigh out the options, man.
Yeah.
You know, like they had that phrase, you gotta learn how to pick your battles.
Yeah.
You know? So it's pretty much the same mentality, man. You gotta know what you're getting involved in, man. You can't be just nonchalant, man. You know? This is what I do on Saturday, but during the week, you were just a grimy ass nigga, man. You know? Like the brother say, pimping in the truth. fuck is that, man?
Lame ass shit, bro. Bunch of lame motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Soap opera ass Israelites.
Yeah, bro. You know, and at the end of the day, where's that gonna profit at the end of the day, man? Because all that shit is bullshit. The people that got some sense can see through that.
Yeah,
bullshit,
man. We tired of your fucking ex uploading videos, dog.
Right.
You need to chill out. Little girl, like, what the fuck?
Right.
Nobody cares, man.
Right.
You don't care.
Right.
Right. GMS ain't feeling no sympathy for your ass, man.
Right. Exactly.
Fuck
bro.
wrong with you? What the fuck you thought? The spaceship is gonna show up the next day? So I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Chasing that fake ass shit.
Yep.
You women love that fake ass shit.
Yep. And that's
Fuck outta here, man.
That's example for the women that say you believe how not to be. That's an example for you not to follow after. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what's getting ready to come down the pipe, man, or when the Lord start really opening up, all that pride, all that arrogancy is gonna go out the window. You know? The Lord's gonna shake people up, man. You know? The Lord gonna start taking away all those comforts. Because it's easy to sit in your home, comfort in your home, run your mouth and talk shit. But when the Lord start putting His Spirit, when these devils that really start rolling on you people, man, it's gonna be ugly, man. You know? Then you gonna that's when that time you gonna wish you would listen to the Lord, man. You gonna wish that you took heed, man. That you really took this thing serious, man. Because it's gonna be too late to turn back and try to get yourself together. Right? When shit all hell breaks loose, man. This is the time to get your shit together. Right?
Verse 32. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, the book of Romans chapter 8, beginning at verse 35, says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach?
Right, because we coming into those times, man. We all gonna be tried, man. Like I said, it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna either be life or death. You know? Because when they come with that MOTB, you know, we know what the scriptures say. Those who take that, they're gonna be destroyed, man. So even if you take that seed, you still gonna be destroyed. So you might as well say fuck it. You know? That's a righteous, that's an honorable death. You know, than just saying, fuck, I'm gonna preserve my life for a few more seconds. You know, to get burned by those damn missiles, man. You know? That's the time we coming into, man. So we gotta keep those things at the forefront of our mind. Go ahead.
Shall tribulation or distress or persecution?
Right, and that's what we talking about this whole time. That's what a lot of our people are trying to avoid, man. You know, they think about attaining these certain things in the world. That's gonna alleviate or deflect the hell or curses. You know, and the Lord told us that the scriptures tell us that this is not our rest, man. Yahweh Shai even said, man, in the world you shall have tribulation, but in me you shall have peace. So there's a balance, you know. Of course, you know, like the brother say, you know, we in America, you know, we go through certain things, but it could be much worse. You know, it's a balance. You know, but we also understand, like, having all the goods in this place, that ain't where it's at, because eventually it's not fulfilling, man. Like a lot of these celebrities, a lot of these people that travel different places in the earth, they've done different things, experienced different things. At some point, they've done it all. You know, they've done all these different things, and they become bored.
Yeah, it does. Like Prince.
Yep.
Did it all.
You know what I'm saying? So they end up sitting there like, with all this money.
What the fuck do I do?
Like,
yeah.
You know, they have no purpose, no drive in it no more, man.
Nope.
You know?
And they get turned out by doing the other shit.
Right.
End up on Epstein Island.
Yep.
Doing weirdo shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, man.
Yep.
Look at Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
Through. That's the effects of it. That's a perfect example. Get all the women, all the money, all the championships.
Yep.
Niggas a straight weirdo.
Yeah, bro.
And he's deteriorating, man.
Yeah, bro. Man.
Nigga had Madonna, Karma, Electra, had all the baddies of that time.
Right.
Especially Carmen, like, God dang.
Yeah.
You know? Now look.
Yep.
See?
You know what I'm saying? It's in the world that's to come. Because everything's under a wicked vibration, man.
Yeah.
You know, so the world that's to come, that the world that dwelleth in righteousness, you know, everything, it's going to be beyond what we can even fathom right now, man. You know, it's not going to be a dull moment in the kingdom. Right. You know, we're never going to be bored, okay? Okay, it's going to be just everlasting joy and peace, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, our famine, our nakedness, our peril, our sword.
And that's serious. You gotta read that slowly, brother.
Yep.
Or what?
It says, our famine,
And that's gonna happen. All right, go ahead.
our nakedness.
Nakedness. You might be in a torture chamber and niggas take all your fucking clothes. You sitting there getting waterboarded naked, or they shocking your goddamn toes or your nutsack. You don't know. That's the wisdom of Solomon, man. All right? That's how serious this is. Any of us is susceptible to any of these things.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Our peril,
Perils, go ahead.
our sword.
The sword, the modern day sword is what? The gun.
Yep.
Hey, our lives gonna be in danger.
Yep.
Some of us gonna be put to the firing squad. Who knows? Or people just a fucking header show up and kill your ass. You don't know. You know? Go ahead.
As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
That's why I said you're already dead.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through the scriptures, so you gotta keep fighting, bro.
Yep.
Be damned if you do.
Yep.
Because if you don't, that's damn.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Being teaching this word, fighting this good fight with perils no matter what comes your way.
Yep. Right.
Paul has mentioned in perils of his own countrymen.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Give a fuck.
Yeah.
You're already dead here.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And bro, you making some perfect points. The height of this life.
Yep.
It's vanity, man, out here.
Yeah, bro.
It's vanity. You can have it all.
Yep.
This fucking quarterback from the Patriots lost his woman to a jiu-jitsu guy. Them dudes ain't paid like that.
Right.
They ain't paid like Tom, bro.
Right.
Just because he wanted to keep playing football for a season.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me in the off season you guys wasn't doing nothing?
Right.
It's
Right.
for a season.
Yeah.
It's gonna maintain for a season.
Right.
Like, god damn.
Yeah. No. Right, bro.
A season.
Right, bro.
It sucks all around, man.
Yeah, bro.
That whole shit with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, that shit was a complete joke.
Right.
Your brothers ever watched that shit? Some of it? That shit was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, bro. Right, bro.
White people problems, bro.
Right.
Caucasian problems.
Right. Right. And I
The
just
fuck?
wanted to show you, even at that height,
Yeah.
how some shit like that can happen to somebody at that
Yeah.
level.
Johnny Depp, all his catalogs.
Yeah.
That guy's talented, man.
Right.
To get that crazy shit happening. So this ain't it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, prime time.
Yeah.
As pretty as his ex-wife was, that bitch was evil.
Yeah, bro.
Jumped that grown ass. Football players are strong.
Yeah.
If you would have lost it and picked up a slam, then she probably would have died.
Yeah.
That man is incredibly strong.
Yeah, bro.
Football players are strong, bro. Another whole level of strength. You like, god damn.
Yeah,
Gladiators, bro.
yeah, that's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to show you, man, like, because even in, like, when the kingdom comes, our people, Israel, especially the elect, you know, they ain't going to be subject to bullshit like here in this kingdom. Because even these celebrities, these people that's on these high status, you know, they got to be subject to bullshit from time to time, man. You know? Because they gotta, you know, they gotta go to these different, like we was talking about that at the crib, you know, like some of these celebrities, they can't even go nowhere in peace without being bothered by somebody, man. I was listening to this interview with that dude, Bo Jackson. He said he was in this restaurant one time with his family. He's sitting there trying to eat with his motherfucker came over there rudely, drunk motherfucker, slammed a napkin right on the table, say sign that.
Man.
You know, Bo Jackson got hot, bro.
Man.
You know, he said he's about to grab, he said the owner saved that dude's life. He said he's about to punch his head through the fucking wall.
Yeah. See?
You know?
Come on, man. It's not even Eminem talked about that shit when he get in the stage of the stardom. He said, I'm just trying to hear all my family. He made a whole song. Getting at you retarded ass people, man. Getting at the paparazzi. So it's not worth it here, man.
I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by you.
Come speak to me.
You know I don't know you.
Yeah, bro, he went in. That's why he's a Jake. I felt that shit, bro. I was like, damn, that's the shit y'all gotta deal with. Yeah. That shit was hard, bro. That's a hard ass track, bro. He went in on it. You felt the anger, everything, bro. That's why he was so passionate. Man, that dude dope, man. It's passion, bro. Yeah, that song is crazy, man. I was like, damn, bro.
Sign your autograph. You blow me an ass.
That shit hard, bro.
I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Cause they're just normal people, man.
Yeah.
And this world put it on like a whole other retarded, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
It's evil, bro.
Yep.
So like, that's why we have a lot of one-hit wonders.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and look at Mr. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, his second baby mother. Those are the type of women you running into. I'm sure he didn't know she was like that. You know? She became a straight whore, bro. Crazy, man. Yeah, that's bad. They got a seed together. That's what he said. Imagine, you know, what do you think your 8-year-old son would think about that, man? Like, what the fuck? So even on his level, they figured out it's better to be single, man. Like, this shit ain't worth it, man. Having children here, oh God. And his first son turned on him.
Yeah, right.
Consequences of sin, bro.
Yep, yep. That's right, bro.
So motherfucking 50 Cent for money, his own firstborn turned on him.
Yeah.
You think you're in the truth? Yeah, and the truth is gonna be even worse. And this dude is famous.
Yeah.
You see?
It says, for thy sake, we are killed all the day long.
Yep.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Yep. Anything can happen to you here, man.
Yep.
Counted as sheep. You're a prey here.
Yep.
That's why that bitch on her deathbed, man, said I'll be eating babies.
Yeah.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
So if you're not covered under the blood of the lamb, you are a sheep for the slaughter.
Yeah.
How you gonna get gunned down, killed, locked up in jail? Something gonna happen to you here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Just last month, it was a whole bunch of animals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you notice most of the things on the north.
Yeah, we're in North Side,
You know what I'm saying?
Northgate.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. So a lot of these Israelite children go missing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause your children out here walking around with their face and their phones. We weren't taught that. Going to school, we was taught that to be alert, man.
Yeah.
One, Jake from the block, you know, got big homies on the block, crept up on me, grabbed me from behind. I didn't even feel him coming. Taught me that a long time ago. He said, man, you gotta watch your back. I was like, oh shit. My head was in the clouds, man.
Yeah.
It happened that quick.
Yeah.
And I thanked him for that shit. He said, motherfucker, roll up on you right now.
Yeah.
Take you out. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
So we was always taught to watch our backs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The
That's
fuck?
right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that carelessness that the world pushes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be careless. You know? That's why a lot of people out here, they end up getting judged. You know, you see how all these car accidents, motherfuckers flying through their damn windshield, man. You know? No sense of, no kind of awareness whatsoever, man. You know, don't know how to look both ways. Just fly out the damn parking lot. You know? Go ahead.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us.
Yeah. know, that's being a fighter, man. Fight. Because every day is a fight, especially in the mind, man, the mental. You know, every day is a battle. You know, and that's why we have the scriptures, man, to comfort us, man. You know, so you don't feel so down on yourself, man. You know, and that's what this world wants to do. It wants to break you, man. It wants to make you succumb to the flesh. Succumb to this world, man. You know, and that's why this thing is only for a small women, because everybody's not going to be able to handle this, man. And everybody's going to have that durability. You know, that's why some will, like y'all shot that parable about the sower and the seeds. Some fell on good ground. Some fell among thorns. Some fell in stony places. You know, some got scorched by the sun. You know, they fell in places where they had no deepness in the earth. You know, because there are going to be things, problems, or tribulations, if you will, that's going to arise, and it's not there to destroy you. It's there to test your faith, because that's how the Lord is, man. They say he gonna try men in the fire as gold is tried, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know, to see whether that person is of gold, silver, or if it's that person is of wood or stubble. You know?
Yep. This is 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fire trial which is tried to you.
It said, think it not strange. So when you go through fiery trials, there shouldn't be no wonder that why is this happening. You know, you should. Hey, this is what we. This is part of this is what comes with the territory. Of being in this truth, man.
Same thing is reiterated in the Sirach 2.
Yep.
Come to serve the Lord and prepare your souls for temptation.
Exactly. Go ahead, bro.
Some strange thing happened.
Right. So some strange thing happens. You know, we all going through something, man. Brother's situation may vary from brother to brother, but every brother's dealing with something in their life where we just gotta bear it, man. That's going back to what the brother read about bearing the cross. You know,
The servant is not greater than the master.
yep,
Our Lord was the primary example. He had to suffer for him to see his glory at a later time.
Yeah, we here to serve, man.
that's right, bro.
Be more of a servant.
Yep,
Charity covered a multitude of sins, man.
right. That's right.
The Lord said, if we suffer with him, we shall also reign with him.
Yep, that's right. Apostles, elders, and teachers, man. They didn't have to fight this change the doctrine.
Yeah, up in age, still outside.
Yeah, bro.
In the elements and all that stuff.
Yep.
We out here too. What else is there to do? Okay? Oh yeah, we can go to the beach, then what? Go eat, then what? You're still starving, bro. You're still empty.
Yeah, that's right.
This right here fills you up spiritually.
That's right. That's right, bro. This is life. You know what I mean? This is life, man. This truth, man. You know, this is what keeps us going. You know, in this dark ass world, man.
And like Yaquab said, man, he was like, I love speaking the truth.
Yeah.
The truth keeps me young.
Yeah.
I feel like a champion.
Yeah.
And that's true, man. Like, your brother's going out, Jake that we grew up with, you might go back and see him. The aging ain't aging right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay looking bad. You like, damn, dog. From all that damn cigarettes, the black and mild, the pork, the shrimp, you know? Sin. Engulfed in sin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they drinking the wrong shit. They always smoking that weed. You know? Not knowing it's an alternative mechanism for you to use that so you don't destroy yourself.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, a lot of people ain't up on shit.
Yeah.
You understand? So, hey, the scriptures say, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man.
Yeah.
and that is 100%. So the Lord is closing up the breaches thereof, gathering the elect, man.
Right.
Gathering the hopeful elect. Anything outside this, you're through. Drewski like Drewski. You know?
Isaiah 55 verse 1. For everyone that thirsts, come ye to the waters.
Yep.
He that hath no money, come ye and eat.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to charge you. We used to say hit that cash app. Hit that cash app.
Super chat.
Hit the super chat. Yeah, you people just doing it. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. It's true the Lord is in control. I'm like, how the fuck? You don't see through this shit, man. Man, they got a fucking hat on. This nigga's a retard. Black love and shit, nigga. Then nigga said the word of the Bible is not contained in the scriptures, but the scriptures contain the word of the Bible. Some crazy shit. Dumb nigga trying to be smart. A little dumb nigga. Get your ass out of here, man.
Come ye buy and eat. Ye come buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Yeah, dealing with this truth. Equals to wine and what? Wine and honey.
That's right.
Honey wine.
Honey wine.
Alright? It's the best kind of honey wine you're gonna get for your soul, man. Alright? It's all spiritual, hit your spirit. So if your spirit ain't right, you can't do nothing. It's not gonna click.
That's right.
And things takes time, dog. Everything takes time. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
This whole time this world been teaching this fast shit. The wonder why shit wasn't working. Cause everything takes time.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, damn, is this a bitch?
Yeah. And that's the natural way.
Yeah.
That's the natural way of things, man. Like,
Fast shit. Fast car, fast house, fast money, fast women,
fast life.
fast life.
In Song of Solomon, the 5th chapter, verse 1. I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I had gathered my herb with my spice. I had eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I had drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink ye, drink abundantly, O beloved.
Yeah, poetically speaking, metaphorically speaking, dealing with this truth, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You see?
And people say food for thought.
Yeah, man, that's dope, brother. That was a good one. That's a good one.
Right, bro.
Basically, this truth is set for us as a dinner, man.
Yeah.
So,
The feast.
feast, brother.
Lord feeding us with that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Right.
And that's how we're able to grow too. Because food has nutrients. That's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? Like the milk, the baby has to get milk for the baby to grow. It's the same thing with the scriptures, man. You sit there, you read the scriptures, the Lord comes and sup with us. The Lord starts to grow our understanding, man. That's when that's the Holy Spirit, through the Holy Spirit.
Like thumper somebody, I was thumping. That break bread, that's nobody business to talk about stuff.
Right.
So that's why the people use the honey and all that to come to the table. So while you're eating, that's what you talk about business, about what you gotta do, all the plan, all that type of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're not supposed to, like it says in 2 Corinthians, be not yoke together with unbelievers. What does light have communion with darkness, man? Right. Sitting there at the table breaking bread with some motherfuckers that don't believe in what we believe in, man. That's stupidity.
Right there, big people
Right.
because we're taking their stuff.
Right. Right.
Who? Oh, it arrived up. Yeah, we was in the ship. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck this nigga on. And Shasta. Some Hennessy. Some fucking Hennessy, man. Hey, you don't drink Hennessy like that, the crazy ass nigga, man. I don't know why your niggas ain't fucking got kidney problems yet drinking like that, bro. The fuck? I know something going on with your internal organs, bro, drinking like that, brother. That is crazy. That's why his eyes be so chinky all the time. Man, why the nigga eyes always chinky, bro? So, yo, man. We weren't bred to drink that brown like that.
Right.
We was bred to drink that wine.
Yeah.
Then it turned to strong drink and champagne. Man, if it was up to me, man, y'all bros should just drink champagne and wine, bro.
Yeah.
And tequila, that's it. That's just me. The other shit is like, god damn. The whiskey, you like, what the fuck? Hell no. How y'all niggas drink that shit?
Yeah, bro.
Just me. Yeah, vodka's good for you.
Yeah.
Vodka's good. Vodka is very good. On the ice, yeah, you know, hangover. Go to hydrate. That's that good shit, man. That nigga drinking that brown and gargling like mouthwash, man. You got issues, bro. You're examining yourself. You're like, damn, man, I need to stop drinking and shit. Till I saw that nigga, I guess I'm okay.
They're gonna show you that wisdom ain't in there, man.
Yeah, like what the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
What possessed you do that on camera?
Right, bro.
I mean, that motherfucker like to drink. They finally got this shit. Like, oh yeah, nigga did that shit on camera, bro. You finally got your sip on. You like, wait, you know this nigga? What?
Yeah, bro.
Gargling.
Wisdom don't dwell from the malicious soul.
Yeah, what you?
The
Yeah,
malicious soul you see right there. It's carnal ass.
Yeah.
Carnal like no cowards.
yeah, man. No cowards gargling, fucking yeah, gargling Hennessy and shit, dog. Give you some liquor courage. Run out there. Remember, Saul had his army about to fight with no weapons. That's what y'all look like, man. You got no cavalry. Y'all look crazy, man. And liquid courage.
Back in Romans chapter 8, verse 38, I'm persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Mashiach Yahushua.
The elect, man. The elect's faith is unshakable, man. And nothing, where the Lord said, can no one take them, pluck them from our hand. Those that the Father has given Yahushua, none can be plucked from their hand, his hand. You know? So nothing's going to be able to draw a wedge between the elect and Yahushua, man. No matter the obstacle, man. No matter the scenario, situation, whatever. You know?
It's just like a husband and wife that get married, they make those vows. One of the vows is till death do us part. You know what I'm saying? So this thing really, in the truth, everything is spiritual. When we met his wife, the Heavenly Father, he's our husband. So nothing really can separate us, man. This thing really is till death.
Yeah, bro.
People say, not the scripture, but those vows also go into sickness and ill and richer for poor.
Oh yeah.
Just an example. Man.
Right. Yeah.
Whether you're down, whether you're feeling good, or not feeling good, it's still all
Praise y'all shine, bro.
Continue to serve our husband to the end.
Yeah, man. Fuck your feelings, man. You know.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's already written. Nobody's above the program.
Nope.
Hate to use that, but yeah, it's true.
That's right, bro. That's facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because that's what the Lord wants. He wants their devotion, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord put certain tests upon us. You know, to prove are we really friends of the Lord, man? Are we really obedient? Are we really followers of the Lord, man? The Lord's gonna prove that every time, man. Until he sees fit that we're worthy. You know, in his eyes, that's the acceptance we're looking for. We're not looking for the acceptance of this world. We're looking for acceptance from the Creator, man. How about Yahushua, man?
Right. Absolutely,
You
man.
know, fuck the acceptance of this world, man.
It's trash. It's phony. It's fake.
Yeah, bro.
It's fake as hell, man.
Countless examples you just gave me today about how these people, they look for this acceptance. What is they through? You know? They already looking crazy, man. You know?
This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Yep.
Right. See, so right there.
And all.
If you love this world, the love of the Father is not in you, man. Okay? You're not thinking about the kingdom of heaven. You're not thinking about the true liberation of the people. Okay? Because if you still want to be here, you want to see old people fucked up. You know? Think about the family members, man, that's getting old, getting up in age, that's suffering, man, going out bad, man. You know, being in that fucked up state, man. We hate seeing our people like that, man.
Yep.
You know, and we understand this is a temporary thing.
Yeah, man.
But still, it's man,
Shit
fuck
sucks,
this shit,
man. Yeah. With the whole situation, a young man getting shot in the back, we know it's judgment of the Lord, but can you imagine what's going through that young man's mind running?
Yeah.
He ain't still nothing, running for his life.
Yeah.
And y'all still shot the man, the young man, yo? You think that's honorable? The fuck?
Yeah.
You think we ain't supposed to be upset at that shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, God damn, let's say if you would have pulled out, start bucking at y'all.
Right.
Like, yeah, self-defense.
Right.
Okay. He's running for his life. Clearly, he doesn't want for almost miles, bro.
Right.
So we believe it wasn't the dad that did that shit, probably was his son. So you ain't getting away. None of y'all motherfuckers are getting away with that shit. Because we are the Israelites. A covenant was made with us. That's what we're trying to tell you. We don't condone the actions of our people, this YN spirit,
Right.
this ratchet spirit. No, we're not with that.
Right.
We're here to let you know you touched the apple of the Lord's eye doing that shit, man.
Right.
What the fuck? If y'all would have beat him up, all right, cool. You shot him in his back, bro.
Right.
When he was running away, bro, over water that he put back. God damn.
If he did take it, I believe he's they have insurance.
Right,
They have insurance. Anything that's lost.
right.
Somebody was to come and steal it.
Yeah. That hatred.
Yeah, the Lord had a spirit of vengeance.
Vengeance on that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
That hatred. There's people alive saying, what the fuck are you waiting for people to say about black people? Nothing. They don't know about King David and all this shit and stuff. Even though it was in righteousness. What can you possibly say? When would we build any type of bombs? Both sides, Pedro and Tyrone, built some bombs in the fucking the favela or some shit, or the fucking hood, and drop it. We gonna drop this shit on the Japanese, cause they don't cook the chicken for us, man. You guys did that. Committed mass genocide, bro. Yeah, it's ridiculous,
Like you
man.
like to say, people have misdirected hatred.
Yeah.
Misguided hatred.
Misguided energy, man. Like, what the hell? So it proved that the Lord is in control, man.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
That's right.
We were suffering for our sins, man.
Yeah.
Even down to our children. If we're not covered under the blood. That's where to tell Israel, man.
Yeah.
That seed gonna be back in the kingdom with a crown on his head, and the child family, you're gonna be his fucking slaves.
Moab is my watchdog.
Yeah, you're gonna be their slave. That lineage, you're gonna be joined onto that brother's family for life now in the kingdom, man. You're gonna be a fucking slave, man.
Yep.
For that shit y'all did, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's the recompense is coming.
That's right, bro.
You can laugh, you can talk all that Chinese shit.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen, man.
That's right, bro. The only true justice is coming by the way of the Lord, man. We're not gonna get no justice in this society, man.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's foolish to have that mindset in this place, man. Thinking that you're achieving so-called excellency here in this place. And you're still under the rule of the old person, man. You know? It's a joke, you know? Jacob be still out there protesting.
Yeah.
You know, still, we understand why Jacob's but countless examples of those things not working.
Yeah, man.
That's just a waste of time.
Yeah. Y'all still getting hung out there in the South and shit. Those finding Jake getting hung and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't paying attention. The brothers is out there.
Yeah.
And the Carolinas deep.
Yeah.
Brothers is out there like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Of GMS and the rest of the mother, you know?
Yeah, bro.
What the hell?
Sundown town.
18-year-old girl just found.
Hung, bro.
Yeah. And there was another boy too.
God damn.
Yeah, bro.
That's how docile you, Jake. That's what them country bumpkin niggas, man.
Yeah.
Y'all docile as hell. Like, what the fuck?
They always roll it a suicide.
Yeah.
Suicide, man.
Right.
What the fuck?
Love hating.
Right.
And they down there, their minds is totally distorted on nonsense. They dumb as hell out there, man. Except the hopeful elect, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. Life is slower out there. Taking more places.
Retarded, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Geechee, all that. Man, nah, I'm good, bro.
You know what I mean? But hey, Lord got all these different, Lord got the internet. They got people that go into these different sundown towns. You would think Jake is watching these videos and shit, but like I said, wisdom is too high for a fool.
Golly, bro. Like, what do these niggas' minds be on? Basketball, dog? Drake, nigga? Drake is a fucking mansion, chilling,
Yeah,
living that cupcake life, bro.
yeah,
Singing and shit.
Damn, it's crazy, bro.
yeah.
But we understand these things must be, man.
Right, yep.
But that shit had me bothered all day watching that shit, man. I was like, what, how does niggas not guilty? Like, what the fuck? But Spirit, remind you, like, yeah, it's all right, man. We gonna get him.
Yep, that's right. That's that true justice gonna come.
Yeah, like,
Back in the day, when Jake used to get murdered, they had them all white juries. They already knew what the verdict was gonna be. That's that whole Emmett Till trial. Motherfuckers had that shit on. It was televised, man. That shit went nationwide. But they already knew in Mississippi that what the verdict was always gonna be. They was just sitting in the back, playing, buying time, acting like they was out back there deliberating and shit. They was sitting there drinking Coca-Cola and shit, talking shit. You know what I mean? But everybody knew, especially during that time period, that they was gonna get that not guilty verdict, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not being judged by your peers.
Right.
But all being by your peers.
Right. You know?
That's something real quick.
Yep.
This mainly applies to Esau, but you can apply it to these other nations too. But this is Zechariah 11:4. Start at 4. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves
not guilty.
Yeah.
Woo!
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Man, and that's what's going on.
He said the flock of the slaughter.
Yeah.
Jake is put here. Jake has been put in a position where they're set up to be slaughtered, man,
Right.
Yep.
underneath the rule of the heathen. And that's why when we was reading Ezekiel 34, it talked about how the nations are known as beasts. And it described Jake as sheep. And it talked about how the beasts would devour the sheep in that chapter as well.
Yeah.
They would feed on their flesh as meat.
Literally and spiritually.
Yeah.
Fuck. Read it again, brother. Uncle Shaw, read it again.
Zechariah 11:4. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh by power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Their own shepherds, pity them not. People in leadership positions that's sold out.
Yeah.
That's helping the continuation of us getting slaughtered, man. People you hold in high regards in this system. That's the point I wanted, man.
Right.
You see? So that your leaders is not the people you see on TV
Right.
or people that's held of high degree or the prophets, man. Those are your leaders.
Yeah.
Those people you need to be listening to.
That's right, bro. That's right.
Because the only way this place can go down is through the Most High. We're here to chant down this place. We can't overtake this shit. The Lord got to destroy it.
That's right.
So that's when the vengeance is going to come.
Yep.
All right?
That's right, bro. Finish those last.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
So back in 1 John chapter 2:16, all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world.
It's of the world, man.
And the world passes away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
See that? Because this world is temporary, man. All these things, all these luxury, that the so-called luxury here, all this shit is temporary, man. It's only but for a season, you know. But the world that's to come, which that's what we're fighting for, is forever, man. It's no end, you know. That's what that's where our mind is. That's where our affections should be, man. Not this bullshit here, you know. That was it. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up. Lord willing, this was edifying to you sincere brothers, you sincere sisters out there. Stay strong, keep fighting. With that, we're gonna face the east. Give all glory and praise to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Shai.
Rock the Yahweh Shai.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Shai.
Rock the Yahweh Shai.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Yahweh.
Rock the Shai.
Rock the Yahweh Shai.
One for the ball.
Wall of a ball.
One for the ball.
Wall of a ball.
One for the ball.
Wall of a ball.
Shalom.
Shalom. Beautiful, man. Beautiful.